Alrighty, welcome back everyone to Undermountain, this epic dungeon delving adventure that we have here on Javelin Entertainment. We stream this every Thursday starting at 6 p.m. Central. If you missed the last chapter, you can find it on the channel page or by clicking on the playlist link down in the description. Last time, our adventurers continued to explore the Sargauth Level of Undermountain, eventually coming upon some hobgoblins who were associated with the Legion of Azrok. The hobgoblins recognized Bootlick, but it seemed to have little effect on their disposition, and they had already decided to take the group to meet the leader, this warlord named Azrok. The hobgoblins led the party north past a few intersections to the edge of the other half of the destroyed city of Stormkuhldur. The city seemed to be completely overtaken by the Legion, and the party were escorted to a registration area, where they were questioned, their appearances recorded, and were given official papers to use within the city. From there they were escorted up to meet with the leader of the Legion, Azrok himself, who inquired about who they were and what their purpose was. The party did notice something strange in the movement of his eyes, but they decided to agree to his non-aggression pact with the hobgoblin warlord. Just as they were heading out to see their temporary quarters, Zannah was able to catch sight of the warlord's eyes and noticed that he was completely blind. The warlord's mate and captain, Lurkana, escorted the party away to their quarters within the city and entreated them to return a very precious dagger that had been stolen by some Duragar, telling them that they could start their search in Skullport, but to talk to the ambassador from Skullport first, Ambassador Ulquess. Ulquess turned out to be a mind flayer and urged them to stay away from Skullport at all costs to save their lives, instead giving them a rumor of a treasured ship called the Scavenger. The party was unsettled, but left unharmed. However, Valcrie was called after and stayed to talk to Ulquess, who knew information about those Valcrie was searching for, and attempted to make a connection with her. Ulquess also warned Valcrie that Azrok had murdered the man she was looking for. The party left and requested another audience with Lurkana, where Elias quickly told her what Ulquess had said, and Valcrie also confronted her about the murdered man. Lurkana confirmed that Azrok had killed him and kept his finger and ring as a trophy, and Valcrie felt content enough with that answer, but just decided that she needed to try to convince Azrok to give up the finger or at least the ring at a later time. The party agreed to still continue on to Skullport and went back to their quarters to take a long rest. And that is where we find our fellow parties today. So, you all have just awoken from your long rest in your makeshift quarters, your bedrolls all sprawled upon the ground, still with your companions Zarn, the human commoner, and Bootlick, the goblin who is quickly rising from his previous rank as footstool. What would you all like to do?
For some reason, I thought his previous rank was bootlicker.
He has had many roles.
That was a 2-in-1. Yeah.
It was kind of a 2-in-1.
I would also point out, I thought
when he ascends
confrontation was
to...
a bit rough. Valcrie did not confront, she merely asked.
Oh my goodness,
Confrontation
I can see and I'm not lagging.
Alludes to some, feisty words.
Close enough.
Alright, I think we're heading towards Skullport with our proper guiding, and I don't think there's any reason in dillying or dallying anymore, so let's hit the road, Jack.
Onward.
Alright, and everybody got their full rest, hit points and spell points and everything?
Yeah, we leveled up too, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Pretty sure that's what you said, right?
I don't think so. I don't think you guys have made it to level 4 just yet.
Fuck.
Can confirm.
Are you sure? Like, Bree said you had said this week that we were supposed to level up.
I'm feeling like this is suspicious.
It was the intoxicated conversation, so you cannot prove
right.
that didn't happen.
That's definitely what I say when I'm drunk. Just handing out level ups all over the place.
I think it You get a level up, and you get a level up.
Think you'll have to try a little bit
Everyone
harder
gets
next
a level
time.
up.
But yeah,
Freya thinks we get a level up.
if you guys are ready, you can continue on through the passage. You do notice that there are 2 goblinoids standing outside your door, 1 bugbear and 1 goblin, who have, if you remember, were going to be assigned to you to kind of help escort you, and then to stay at the entryway to help escort Bootlick back in case you had any messages to relay.
Also, don't forget your cookie dough, Sammy.
Oh goodness. All right.
Just as
If
a
you
sad
willing.
note, I am incapacitated from being able to move my character because I have a dog laying on me and I
Oh, well,
can't reach the
that's
computer.
that's unfortunate.
Luckily for this first part,
Yeah.
you shouldn't have to worry too much about moving your character.
Cool. Yeah, it's
I would
more
worry
like just
about
a heads up, like I'm gonna need help. Yeah. My puppy gets pets while she chews
Passive
on her
potential
bone.
across her.
Oof.
Capacitance will increase. That's
y'all
not how that
wanna-
works at all.
Y'all want to see something rough?
Yes.
I'm sorry, this is totally off topic, but I about died.
Ah. Don't die. Damn tough life of toil and strife.
Oh
What
wow.
a man
Not gonna
undergo.
talk. Not gonna mention that one.
Wait, where? What are you showing?
Check the Undermountain chat.
Oh goodness. Hot topics.
Oof.
Spicy.
Oh,
That's
Anyway.
I'll see it eventually.
Sorry about that. Back to D&D.
So yes, you guys have finished up your long rest. Are you guys ready to head out, or is there anything you wanted to accomplish in the city before doing so?
I think we're ready to go.
I think I'm good. Yeah.
All right, then you head out and are introduced to the bugbear and the goblin, whose names are Abinx for the bugbear, who appears to be a female bugbear, and Furt, the goblin,
It's
who,
like fart, but it's a fart.
well, in the bugbear's dialect, it sounds very much like fart.
Great. Good to know.
Goblin farts.
But yes, you all are escorted down one of the passages on the outside of the city by Fart and Abinx. And eventually you make it to a chamber where there are about half a dozen hobgoblins who begin to stop you all, kind of look you over and ask for your paperwork. And as each one of you hand it over, it is quickly inspected. Your visages are compared to, in many cases, the very hastily scribbled images on them, as well as the short descriptions. Before you are nodded, the bugbear kind of gives a few words to the hobgoblins, and you are let through. As you all begin to pass, they do call out to do not harm the shriekers. And to those of you who are unfamiliar, which would be most of you, you are very quickly informed as you continue down the passage, and suddenly a loud, piercing shriek begins to emanate throughout all of the cavern. Abinx, the bugbear, points out a few of these mushrooms nearby that are large mushrooms that, as you get in their proximity, let out just this shrill that echoes across the caverns.
The fuck? Am I just like old and deaf? Like, could the rest of you hear that?
No, it was too high pitched for the mic.
Yeah,
Oh,
Discord
thank
cut
fuck.
it out.
Yeah, it's a frequency thing. You're good.
It's all right. Those on the recording probably heard it. I don't think I go through Discord for my mic. But yes, you all eventually make it into the passages and continue down into the caverns towards this Undermountain. Is there anything anyone is doing along the way?
Yes. I am using a spell slot to cast Aid to give me, Ari, and someone else 5 hit points.
Hell yeah.
All right, who is
Look
that
at me
someone
remembering my
else?
class features. Who else wants 5 hit points?
Strategically or roll. I mean, I'm sure anyone will take 5 hit points.
Bree, you want 5 HP?
I would love 5 HP, thank you.
Take 5 HP.
Dope. If I can get there with my toe.
Yep, here, 1 second.
It's okay, I'll remember worst case. I got a good memory. +5. It's okay, puppy. You can keep chewing.
Yep, you can do like hit point maximum and then like +5. And then it works. So yeah, I'm doing that.
All right. Anyone else doing anything?
Okay.
Yes,
Hold on.
I am singing a rousing sea shanty.
Care to give us a
Which
verse?
one?
There once was a ship that went to sea. The name of the ship was the Billy o' Tea. Winds blew high, the bow dipped down. Blow me, bully boys, blow. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go.
And Elias apparently knows a few
Exactly.
lines and continues to chime in, as does the goblin fart.
yeah.
Sorry.
Yes!
Fart.
Oh, yes!
Fart love sea shanties!
But yes.
We love fart!
And as you begin to sing and dance kind of along, continuing on through the caverns, does anyone else do anything? All right. Then as your voice echoes through the chambers and you continue to walk through, kind of using the bit of illumination from Ari's blade to help escort you all, you eventually make it to this area where some rock has collapsed, and you kind of take a few moments to climb over into across these rocks. And just as about half of you are through, you hear a voice echo out in your all's direction. You thought that you could best me? Well, I'll have you see that we're not so easily taken down. Fire when ready, boys! And at that, I'm going to need all of you to go ahead and roll me some initiative.
That's my favorite thing to roll.
That was quick.
Ooh.
Pew.
Oh, Sammy, you
shit,
got
that's
advantage still.
I didn't do that
Always.
thing where I click on my person.
It's alright. You
So
can
I have
re-roll and then change it.
Yeah.
I don't
Wait,
know
where's the
why it
doodad?
clicked me twice. I'm sorry.
Austin, you don't have the doodad up, I don't think.
That's alright. It should come up whenever I click it. There we go.
Okay, well let me fix that to the 14.1, which is better than a 2.1. Much better. Much better.
Okay. Oh, and I still need to pull up my sheets.
Damned of life, toil and strife, we wellermen undergo. We don't give a damn. Wrong.
I don't truly have 60 feet of dark vision. I have 50. What is
Oh
this?
no! I think the last 10
That
feet.
is.
I think the last 10 feet
Well,
fade
I think
off.
the last 10 feet.
Does
Okay,
that
but it
work
just
on the
looks like
last 10
black
feet
instead
for
of,
me
like-
as well?
Probably. I think it's just a default roll 20 thing. I don't know why.
Mm.
Oh, that's
I
what
would
I'm
love to
saying.
be able to see
No, it's
very
just- it's
far
just
out
gone,
because
gone.
you got me on short too
That's
because it
weird.
doesn't work at 300 feet.
Yep, I think for this one you should be fine, so let me fix you real fast. This one should be a smaller map, so it should work just fine. Fingers crossed.
I'm crossing my toesies too, motherfuckers.
Boom, how's that?
I can see.
I can fight.
I hope this doesn't make all the maps go haywire.
It should just be on this map, so we should be good.
Wait a minute. This one's my fault. Okay, yep, I can move. Cool.
Yep, we're good.
Which way were we climbing? Were we going left to right or right to left?
Left to right.
Okay. Our order.
Oh.
Oh wait, no, okay, yeah, we're good.
That's good.
Yep, we're good. I'm tracking.
Yeah,
That's
that's
us.
a
I
much
fart
better
in the
order.
front.
I was like, why was
I have
why
been
am
going by
I
your
home?
typical marching order.
Yep, no, that's good.
Okay.
We
and
stand.
then- Oh, let me get these guys in the order, wherever they may be. Goblin.
Wherever
Then
I
we'll
may
get
roam.
Bootlick, and then we need to get Zarn. Cool.
So how did you spell fart the goblin?
It's FYRT.
FYRT. I'm gonna bring him into the list of friends that we have.
He is the friendliest of friends. Where did my sheep go? There you are. Okay.
Is he a bugbear or a regular goblin?
He's a goblin. Abinx is the bugbear.
And does he also know sea shanties?
He was tapping his foot, so it looks like he knew it, but was not singing along.
Okay. So it's like fart's the cool one.
All right. Zella, you are the first to react to this, and you can hear the sound coming up from the cliffside over to the left. But currently, you do not have any visual. What would you like to do?
I'll run towards the back of our line and see if that's able to get any sort of visual. And it's not. In which case, I suppose I will just hold my attack, crossbow attack.
All right. And with that, it is going to be their turn as they hop down. Unfortunately, I don't think you're going to be able to see this, but correct me if I am wrong. But as they hop down in here and rush up,
Can see.
I think they're going to have at least cover if she can. But regardless, Elias and Ari, having faced off against this foe before, you instantly recognize the drow who had confronted you all previously.
Oh, those
And
bitches.
he is
Okay.
going to make 3 attacks, 1 on Ari and 2 on Elias, as he swings out his blades. Oh, goodness. Okay. That was a double natural 20, which is fun.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't really matter, it's still just 1 crit, but that's fine. Ari, go ahead and make me a... Oh no, there's no con save on this one. Never mind.
Well, neato.
Oh.
Alright, so I
So-
take what, 60 points of
Poison?
flashing damage, or what's the deal
No,
here?
it's not that bad. But as he comes down, just giving 2 slashes across each of you, across your back before you have time to really recover. 1 hits each of you. Ari, you're going to take 8 points of piercing, reduced down to 5, plus 17 points of poison damage.
Oh,
And
Oh.
Elias, you're going to take 8 points of piercing plus 10 points of poison damage.
hang on. Oops,
Yeah,
that
it
was
just
wrong
says all about the poison.
Oh no.
You said 17 points of poison?
Correct.
Whew, we're doing
It
great.
turned my 56 plus 5 into 61 without telling me. What's 61 minus 18? 43.
43.
Ooh.
Okay.
That's a lot of damage.
Yeah?
You remember from before that while many of his compatriots were not typically strong, he lasted a considerable while longer and had survived escaping away. These
One
ones.
frickin' punk.
And at that, there is going to be 3 crossbow bolts that come down on Elias and the 2 goblins leading the way. Let's see if that has any luck. Hey! How about that? Alright, so down... Yeah, that definitely hits Furt. And Furt is not looking good as he gets dropped down.
No!
And falls unconscious.
No!
And the bugbear... The bugbear is not hit, actually, as he's able to dodge out of the way quickly from the arrows from above. And Elias, you are also hit for another 3 points of piercing damage, and I need a Constitution save from you.
Alright, what do I gain from Ari being around?
From Ari being around, it's +4.
So I'll just add 4 to that.
Yep. And you can see the edge of 3 drow up above. Alright, ooh, +4 is just what you needed as you're able to push off the effects of the poison. But just barely.
Yeah.
And Elias, it is your turn.
Alright. I will first of all put out my channel divinity.
That seems like the move.
Yeah.
That will be thing number 1.
Alright.
I think I don't remember the length of the aura.
30 feet.
I think, yeah. I have it somewhere. I was trying to click it. Channel divinity.
Oh shoot, I need to move the map.
And then what level are we? 6?
Correct.
Yep.
Yeet.
I can also fly.
What?
Twilight clerics are just
Wait,
fucking
wait, wait,
bonkers,
wait.
dude. When I'm in my aura and that like level of light, I can fly. It's fucking stupid.
What?
Yeah, I'll post it in a second. I will get a the +2 AC spell.
The +2 AC spell.
Shield of Faith. And I will get that going on Ari.
Alrighty.
Oh, yes. Chonk.
And then I will roll up some temp HP. It's 1d6 plus 6, colleagues.
Okay.
1d6 plus
That was
Roger.
I'm happy to stand there. It looks like I'm doing a good job being in the way there.
Yep.
Alright,
Okay.
and Ari, it is your turn next.
We'll do the old whack whack push for now. You know what time it is?
Yeah!
It's smite time, motherfuckers. So that'll be, I'm using a, 2nd level spell slot to smite. So that'll be, 6d8? That'll be, 32 radiant damage to go with, the, 14 slashing damage on my first attack.
Very nice.
And, let's see if he wants more.
Oh, this is the right token.
The duality of whack. Ow!
I have the wrong token selected, but that's okay. There we go.
That's still worth. That's still a really good result.
Okay, in that case, let's see. Go ahead and make me a strength saving throw, Ari.
$16.
All right. So as you strike down and just carve into this entity, and just your blade begins to burn and emanate out this radiance that sears into him. He twists and turns and knocks your other blade away, but you're just able to keep grip on it as you pull back. And you said you wanted to try and push him as well?
Yes, I would
All
like
right.
to shove him prone.
Go ahead and give me that athletics check.
I can't see it because Roll20 is being dumb, but what is
That is
it?
a 23.
23?
Oh, hell yeah.
However, he is still able to dodge out of the way.
What?
He's extremely wounded, but from that, it seems to have sharpened him for just enough to get him to dodge out of the shield as it cracks into the stone behind him. And I need to do math. 14,
He cannot be very healthy after that round.
Why is that not working? That's weird.
That 8d6 put in some work.
Yeah, that was a pretty good roll.
Or 68, I mean.
Yeah,
still.
you can see a huge gash already carved across his chest. And most of his bravado is now gone.
It'll do something for your attitude when you get in smiting range.
Alright. And did these guys come into the right spot? Oh, I don't think I...
And I will also stand here because it seems like about the right place to be in terms of, what our party's got going on. Oh, and I will roll my temp HP because I have not forgotten to do that.
Go for it.
D6 plus 6, right?
Yep.
Yes, that is correct.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright, so I rolled a nat 20 and a 1 and then a 1, but we're still happy with it because nat 20s on paladins are, how you say, very good.
Chef's fucking kiss.
Especially when we have second level spell slots.
Smite slots, sir. Smite slots.
Yes, second level smite slots. Imagine how many we'll have once I find a magic sword that can talk to me.
I'll just whisper things while you look at your sword.
Alright, and Zella, you will take 9 points of piercing damage, and I need a constitution save. Valcrie, you will take 4 points of piercing damage, and I need a constitution save. And Zannah, you will also take 4 points of piercing damage, and I need a constitution save.
Wait
Jeez.
here just a minute. What was shooting?
Okay. Are they within 60 feet of me?
Yes, they are. As you now see another
Can I
group of
hellish rebuke,
drow.
lady, please?
Go for it. As you see another group of drow fire off crossbows from the rear.
Oh, from the rear.
Okay.
Brother Elias, we might have a problem.
Also,
go
really,
ahead.
what was the damage?
2d.
I didn't actually write it down.
Oh, Valcrie, for you it was 4.
No, the damage I took.
Yeah, for you it was
I had
4,
four?
but
Okay.
go ahead and roll me 2d10. And then Jess, you took 4, and Sam, you took 9.
Oh, fuck. I'll figure it out. Hold on. 2d10.
Which
There we
saving
go.
throw am I doing?
Constitution, and I need one from Valcrie as well.
Oh, fuck.
As
Uh-oh.
Valcrie, you hear a
Well, they get 13
scream.
fire damage.
You hear a scream, and a body drops down lifeless on the ground.
Can she just yell "fuck off" and that whatever the fuck abyssal? That sounds really scary. Yeah, she's yelling "fuck off" in infernal or abyssal or what? Again, whatever sounds scarier. I don't care.
Invisible.
She knows them both. Yeah. Yeah, hurt her.
Butter.
She
Make it not
fires
words in
back,
your language.
quite literally.
Okay, and let's see. Valcrie, you're able to push off the poison. However, Zannah and Zella, you are both considered poisoned.
F in chat.
Aw.
And it will now be Bootlick's turn.
Get him, Boblin!
Bootlick is not locked in where things are going, and is going to try to hide around this corner.
Boblin!
And
I don't think
with
that's
a
gonna help
natural
him.
1, that
Well-
seems about right.
Oh.
Alrighty. And
Guys, would it be a waste of a first level spell slot if I use command to make Boblin fight?
First level smite slot? Nah.
I have 4 of them. I mean, I don't think I'm gonna get to smite 5 more times in this fight.
You might.
I might, but I like to keep a little in reserve in case of emergencies. Although I admit, this does count as an emergency at the moment. Forgive me, Master, I must go all out just this once.
Yes.
Might as well.
me with that smite.
Alright, and
I like
15.
trading nat 20s with the bad guy too. It's like, oh, hold on, that was cute. My turn.
And as you all are in this combat, as it erupts out, you hear 2 cracks in the distance. Small poofs of light and smoke. One rockets through Abinks the bugbear, and you see it take a chunk out of his side. The other one hits Zella square in the back. And Zella, you're going to take 11 points of piercing damage and 13 points of poison damage.
Jesus.
And the bugbear's going to take something similar. 15, and
So what
he's
I'm hearing is
also
they
not
really
looking
shouldn't
good.
have sea shantied so loud.
That kind of gave your position away a little bit, indeed.
Yeah.
Zannah, that will now bring us to you.
Okay. When in doubt, Moonbeam out. So, Moonbeam, please.
Alright, where are you putting it?
On these hoes over here.
Alrighty.
You're probably the back hose.
Yeah,
Well
hoes hit me.
Brother Elias, it looks like we fight the boss alone.
It'd be what
Not
you need.
entirely.
It will take all 3 of our DPS just to take care of their outflankers.
Okay, not even. I fired, my hellish whatchamadoodad, and it killed one of them. So I don't know about that.
Good old hellish whatchamadoodad.
Rebuke. Yeah, hellish rebuke. I rebuked that bitch and scared it with my infernal, but it died first.
Yeah,
so
that
it's
should
okay.
be able to hit both of them. So we'll roll that up at the start of their turn. Anything else, Zannah?
I'm gonna be a wolf now, please, because I don't want to die.
Alrighty. And you can still maintain concentration as a wolf, so that should be fine.
That is why Moonbeam was first.
Very, very smart. Oh, that's a tiny wolf. Let's make him a little bit bigger. There we go. That's proper wolf size. Alright, and you should be able to control that now. Perfect. Alrighty. Zarn, seeing Ari kind of take the initiative, is going to pull out his +3 or +1 dagger, I think it is.
Oh damn! If he got a +3 dagger.
No, it's a +1 dagger.
That's it.
And he's going to rush forward towards him and try and take a few strikes. If I can find my right thing. There you are. Okay, perfect. The first one misses. The second one's a natural 20, though. And that will do 1d4.
+1.
Plus...
At least.
It's +3.
Hell yeah.
So he does a solid 6 points of damage to this guy, which is considerable in the circumstances.
Wait, didn't you say you got a nat 20?
Oh yeah, he did. So it'd be 9 points.
2d4.
Yeah, we'll roll another d4. See. Hey, it's another 3. Yeah, 9 points. Very nice.
Ooh, let's go, Zarn!
Yeah, as he just comes up and stabs him. The first one he kind of swings out and it just carves across, opening up the armor. And the second one he just plunges it straight through that piece of opened armor and stabs deep. And you see this drow arches back in pain.
Poke him real good.
Valcrie.
Yeah.
That'll bring us to you.
Okie dokie. Well, I was thinking real hard. And I think it would be advantageous to just use my second spell right now, and we're gonna get Hex going, you know, for that extra damage, because that'd be good. And I think we're gonna put it on this bitch right now. I see him.
Which one? This
Pretty
one?
easily.
Over here on the
This
tip?
bitch.
Got it.
Yeah. And then we will do 2 Eldritch Blasts. And see how we do.
Yeah, Jess, did you roll your tip HP?
Yeah.
I think she did the 6, and then I think just added the 6. If I had to guess.
Yep.
I got you.
I didn't see the D6.
And then I
I'm
haven't
sorry.
rolled mine yet. You good? You were busy DMing. Okay.
It happened.
1 Eldritch Blast. 2 Eldritch Blast. Wow, this is trash. Fuck.
Wow, that's rough, buddy.
I think. No, neither of those hit. Yeah. So you mark this drow up on
Fine,
the top
can I
as
be
your.
really-
Hex is a bonus action.
Do a streaking. Yeah.
Hex is a bonus action, so is your streaking star.
Oh!
Yeah.
Fuck!
But you do wrap the shadows around this drow's head and then fire off blasts. Unfortunately, he steps back and it hits the stone around him.
Can I just yell in Infernal and step back and say, "You motherfucker"?
Yes,
I'm
you
going
can.
for some intimidation here while I'm, you know, sucking. Yeah. And
Alrighty.
that, I guess, is my turn. Just trying to be scary. At
Okay.
least I got 10 HP.
And with that, you hear the sound of some clicking start to happen as you see long, hairy legs extend over the stone. As
Who forgot to shave this morning?
Sorry, guys.
No shave November, motherfuckers.
Facts.
And one of them is going to come down towards the wolf. The
Woof.
other one. Let's see. Oh my goodness, we're rolling high tonight. There is just this webbing that shoots off from above on the cliff top and wraps around Elias. Elias, the web holds tightly to your armor and you are considered restrained. Alright, and 2 more begin to come from here. Let's see, I need to see what their movement is. Okay, so 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Alright, so they will have to dash to make the distance up. But they will come right up into here. And then the last one will come down and climbs right off the hill in front of Zella. And Zella's going to take a bite attack. And that will hit. How does this work? Okay, I need a Constitution saving throw from you. I think this is broken on the sheet, so let me look something up real fast, because it does not have a DC listed. Here we go. Okay. That is just enough. And so you will take 5 points of piercing and only 5 points of poison damage. And that will bring us to the bugbear, who is barely holding on, but is going to try and take some of these down with him. And he will move out to confront one of these spiders. Seems to be slightly more important than the drow. And will swing out with his Morning Star. And is a little bit too weakened from that pistol shot and just swings out weakly, and the spider is able to knock it away as it climbs up, meaning to devour him.
You have never rolled less than like a 70 on a bugbear attack this close to me before.
I don't know what it is this time. It's just when they're allies to you, I guess.
I make the bugbears weak.
Wow.
Alright, and then it will be, nope, Fert is unconscious. But,
Fart!
they do both get the temp HP, which is very important.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, 12.
Yeah, hook 'em up.
It's 10. Okay. That is very important. And from there...
And Twilight Cleric is so busted.
Yeah.
This
Zella,
bastard
it is your
fucking
turn. Remember that you are
Pew pew.
poisoned, so ability checks and attack rolls are at disadvantage.
Pew pew.
Yeah.
Kick some
Pew
ass.
pew.
So, if I step back to get into the Healy circle of HP, am I going to take an attack from this thing in front of me?
You will, but don't
Yeah.
forget that rogues... actually, what are you? You're first level rogue, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Oh.
Interesting. Well, then I guess I need to kill the thing in front of me to have any hope of getting to the Healy circle of HP. So I will try to attack it.
Alright, give me those attack rolls.
And they're at disadvantage. This is gonna be awful.
They are, but this thing does use dark vision to see, so they're just
No.
flat.
Oh, so they're just normal. Well,
So it'd be 25, 12, and
pathetic.
15, so 2 of them do hit. For
Oh,
8
yeah.
and 6, and I think you get sneak attack.
Yo.
yeah, because I'd have advantage.
Yeah.
Well, it's because your friend's near
Oh,
them.
It's not letting me
Actually,
roll it now
I-
'cause I rolled that too soon.
I don't know if
Wolf
you
is
do get
close
sneak
enough.
attack.
You
It's-
get sneak attack if you have an ally within 5 feet, right?
There's no ally within 5 feet of the thing she's attacking.
Mm,
Oh, I can't see because it's over on the other side of the map. My
Yeah.
Is
beat.
that not
You're
what?
It is, but she's attacking the one to the north.
Oh, I didn't. see
Yeah.
Yeah,
there's
so
another
I-
one there.
yeah.
Oh,
okay.
I forgot the space. Ignore that.
That's alright. 14 damage is still good as you fire these things straight into this spider's eyes, and you see spurts of green splash out of its face as it moves backwards, shaking its head violently. Definitely was a good hit. Anything else?
Well, I know that, Joe. I messed up. No, I guess not. I don't know. I don't think so. Probably not worth moving back and dying just to get in there, right? I don't know. So, yeah, I'll just hope for the best, you know.
Alrighty. And then with that, the drow, already very weakened, but seeing his allies come to his aid, will now strike out again with vigor. And he's going to do an attack on all 3 of you. So the first one will be on Elias, then next one will be on Ari, and then on Zarn. Elias.
He has +2 AC. I am going to impose disadvantage on attacks against me.
Alright, so that'll be a flat check against you because you are
Ooh.
restrained. And that will be just barely enough to miss.
Hell yeah.
And as he kind of swings it along, the spectral ancestors that come to your defense do just enough to glide that saber across your shield and into the web, pulling it so that it sticks for a moment, allowing him to miss Ari, but he does recover the blade from the webs and will swing into Zarn, and that will hit. As he cleaves into Zarn, taking all of those temp HP, and then some. And Zarn gets a good slash across his arm and pulls back slightly. From there, the drow nearby Elias are going to... 2 of them are going to see that Ari has not been hit yet and are going to fire in his direction, and the third is going to pull out a weapon and try and attack you, but still at disadvantage for you.
Yep.
And,
And
so
Ari
that'll
is
be-
He's still restrained, right?
Yep, so it'll just be
So
flat.
it'd still be flat.
But yeah, it cancels out.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
making sure I mentioned that. This is still in effect. So that one will scrape across your armor as well. And then the 2 for Ari. Let's see. Yeah, neither of those get close. as they
it's,
just scatter
my-
across the armor.
my AC is 22 right now, so good luck to them.
Actually, let's roll a dex save for him, as one of them does kind of lose his footing, but regains it just enough to keep from falling off the cliff. And Elias, that'll bring us back to you.
Did two of our opponents roll nat ones?
Yes, they did.
That's beautiful. We are really having the duality of the dice right now, alternating ones and 20.
Yep. What comes around goes around.
Let's
Anyway.
get Spirit Guardians going.
Oh,
Alright.
brother.
Protecting, avoiding my party members.
Yep.
And just being them. So
So are they angelic or fey or fiendish?
Yes.
what are they?
They can be any of those. I'm assuming you're
Yeah.
doing radiant damage, so they're probably
Yeah.
more angelic or fey.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And
So,
in
yeah.
your case, actually, in your case, they would probably almost seem to be like Valkyries almost.
I'm surrounded by evildoers.
Hey now.
I'm a neutral doer at the moment.
At the moment, hold up.
DC 15 wisdom save to take half.
Yeah.
They have all entered the area the first time for this turn, and then they'll all start their turn here. So every bad thing in that aura, I would like a DC 15 wisdom save.
I think it starts on their turn. I don't think it starts when you cast it.
It says, creature enters the area for the first time on a turn, or starts its turn there. When the aura appears, you have now started your turn, or you have entered an aura.
All right, I'll give it to you.
Because otherwise my healing would never work, because you'd never have entered that aura on a turn, kind of thing. So yeah, 15 wisdom save from everybody.
Go ahead and give me the roll.
Did you see it?
18. Very nice.
Nah. And then all Shillelagh Unana.
One more. Oh wow, they actually rolled really stupid well. Not sure why they all rolled the same thing, but I'll take it. Okay, and they take half.
Yeah.
Okay.
There should be 7 things in the aura that I see, right? There's 7
Yep.
bad guys.
That is correct.
Cool.
Okay, so half of that is 9.
9.
Yeah, that's right. Gosh, I swear my brain stops functioning every once in a while, and I'm just like, oh yeah, that's how you math.
I generally exist in that
Hard,
space.
bro.
I have a Python terminal open to do math.
I'm really good at repetitive addition. I would be a fantastic first grade teacher.
All right.
Couldn't go more than
Yeah,
about
but
2 minutes
you'd have to
without
be
saying
around
talk.
children, and I'm
Yeah.
not sure you have the, what's the word I'm looking for?
Je ne sais quoi.
Yeah, there's something missing there. Like, I just imagine Joe in first graders, and Joe starts talking about booze and hookers at some point, and then you have a lot of parent complaints on your hand.
But yes,
But then you'd also play Legos with them.
you watch as Elias just pulls this radiant aura around him, and these armored winged women just begin to apparate, and one of them takes out a whip and just wraps it around the neck of one of these creatures, one of the drow, and pulls him off from the side and into the other, and they both collapse on top of each other unconscious.
Oh, that's hot.
Okay.
And
We
Ari,
stand a strong spiritual woman.
that'll bring us to you.
I would like to whack
Go for it. Give me a whack.
Sag. Whack has occurred
That is a whack.
on this guy, if that was ambiguous, but
Yep.
he's the only one in whacking range, so.
You cut into him, and he looks like he's about on his last leg, and as you swing out for the final blow, it seemed to be just a feint, and he curves back around for another attack on you in response.
And I would like to,
But that'll miss.
Rage.
rage. I would like to, bonus action, shove, because I don't have anything else useful to do.
Go for it. Alright, let's see. Yeah. Once again, he just dodges out, still, even on the edge of his life, has enough to fend off the shove attempt.
Oh yes, and I have more temp HP, and that's all I got.
Alright.
No need to get too jiggy with it. We're fine.
And Zannah, if you could please roll me the moonbeam damage.
Oh, it wants me to do things. Sorry. There we go. Oh.
7. Okay. As this begins to burn into both of these drow, they hop off of their
Hey,
cliff.
Austin,
Yes.
is that guy? Is it his turn now?
Which guy?
That guy?
No. Is he?
Yeah,
It
those
is
are-
other
they
drow
go-
on another part of the map.
Yeah,
Okay,
those
they
go
just
with
have the same picture. I'm sorry.
those drow
Yes.
go with this guy.
It is the same picture though. All right, and
Nat 20 perception.
They will go ahead and give 2 attacks on to Zannah. Oh, that is not the wrong thing. That's fine.
Not the wrong
Oh.
thing.
Yeah, I
Well,
accidentally
not
clicked
the wrong
initiative.
thing.
And what's the
So
AC
you mean
of
is
the
it
wolf?
is the wrong thing or it's the right thing?
It didn't matter. What's the AC of the wolf, Zannah?
14.
14. All right, only one of them hits, kind of hitting into the shoulder of the wolf for 4 points of piercing damage. But I do need another Constitution saving throw.
Do I use my stats or wolf stats?
Wolf stats for physical.
Oh, we have the same.
Hey, how about that?
You are strong like wolf.
We're not constant.
Ooh. And
Oh, you
with
are
that,
unconstituted like wolf.
Moonbeam fades, and you all watch as the wolf falls down to the ground unconscious.
No.
Alright.
Freya's coming to Wolfie's help.
Does Bootlick even have a weapon? I don't even think he has a weapon. I think he has a knife.
Wait, hang on.
Wait,
I've got a meme for this.
Yeah, Bootlick is gonna continue to hide for now and hope that the bodies block the spiders.
Here we go. That's Bootlick right now.
Aha!
Let's see.
I
Hey,
need a
he did
weapon.
roll. He did roll higher.
I want to point out Bootlick can do unarmed strikes.
He has a knife. He just doesn't want to get close enough to anything to use it.
Well, that's a weapon.
Yes, I asked if he had a weapon and then answered myself. Yes, he has a
Okay.
knife. Okay.
The
and-
cloner
What if I give
structure is
Bootlick my
coming.
extra sword?
Well, you can certainly try.
He can
might
just
wanna give
wield
him
it
something
two-handed and
range.
get that sweet D10.
Yes.
All right. And you all hear another shot come off from nearby. And Ari, this time you're going to take a pretty vicious shot into the side as it just splits through into your neck and shoulder. And you're going to take...
Beat a 22?
Yeah, with another
Wow.
natural 20. You're going to
course.
take a 14 points of piercing damage and 18 points of poison.
Well, hell yeah. 14 reduced to 11.
Yeah, reduced to 11. Thank goodness for those temp HP.
You know, and that got rid of the temp HP, and then you said how much poison?
18.
God.
All right. And Zannah
Alright,
is...
I'm not doing so hot, Chief.
What percent out of
Like,
maximum
on a
percent?
scale of 1 to 56, I feel about a 16.
Oh, yikes.
Oh.
Big yikes.
I wish I could do something about that.
I have been crit twice by their, actually, I don't know. Who crit me there?
That was some sort of shot coming from the back lines. You haven't quite seen these figures yet.
Ah, that's exciting.
Yeah.
A shot
I
through
got
the
crit
heart.
from
snipers.
somewhere. Maybe I do that thing I do where I take the dodge action.
Alright, let's see if Zarn can actually finish off this drow. That'd be really funny.
I'd be proud of him.
That might do it. Let's see, that's plus, oh, I think that's only, no, it's plus 5. That's a 20. What's this dude's AC? Yeah, his AC is only 18. That's hilarious.
Yes, Zarn.
Anything, yeah. Zarn just kind of seen as he counterattacks towards you, Ari. Zarn just stabs the drow in the neck and pulls it across, and the drow just falls down to the ground, unmoving.
Damn, Zarna's the most useful NPC we found down here somehow.
Yeah,
I like him.
our time traveling human. Look at that.
I liked the Revenant that we made friends with too. He was kind of cool.
Yeah, but then he did his thing, and like, that was that.
Alright,
At least he has
Valcrie.
purpose.
Actually, he has another attack. Let's see if he can do any good. That one's still up on the cliff. He's gonna actually come over and assist the unconscious wolf and make his other attack against this spider.
Good boy.
That's gonna hit as well
Yes, dude.
for another 6 points of damage onto the spider.
Zarn has
Okay, yeah.
replaced you all as DPS.
Valkyrie.
Zarna's
Okay,
the DPS now.
to roll. I tried. The rolls were trash. I did my best.
Valkyrie, you're up.
Is yellow dot the bitch X?
Yes, the one with the skull and crossbones over here.
Oh, okay, well, I thought there was something else. So we're gonna try and shoot that bitch again.
Alright, go for it.
Now the two spiders are still occupied. Okay. Oh shit, I'm far away. Hold on. This is where I get blind. Yeah, that one's that. Okay, 1!
Hey! The first one definitely hits.
Okay, so 1 hit?
Yeah. For 5, and then
cool,
go
cool.
ahead and roll me a d6.
Yeah, plus d6 slash r 1 d6 enter. Oh,
Alright,
pathetic.
so you blast him backwards with the force of your Eldritch Blast, and he is not looking good. Actually, this one's
Ooh,
a she.
can I? Well, I don't care then. Can I freaking starlight it then?
Sure,
For my bonus, because I didn't use the bonus.
you can. That'll hit.
18.
And with that, go ahead and
Return.
roll the hex on top of it. Roll me a d6.
Dope. R 1 d6.
Yeah, as you just send this firing purple radiant bolt off of your staff straight into the chest, there is just a gaping hole in the center of this female drow. And the shadows just wrap around her head and she falls over unmoving.
Really quick, can I point at this bitch and say you're next?
Sure, give me an intimidation check.
Hell yeah. Intimidation. No.
You look over
is
and
in
scream
Infernal,
at her.
not in
You
Common.
scream at her in Infernal, not in Common. So she does no idea what you were saying.
You're later. What?
All
She'll
right.
understand me next time. That motherfucker.
Then we'll get to the
It's fine, I
spiders.
tried.
This one is gonna climb down and take a bite
Austin?
onto. Yep.
I would like them to have started their turn.
Oh,
and
yes!
Roll a DC 15 Wisdom save or take
Thank
18
you
damage.
for all 3 of them. Yes, thank you
Yep.
for that. 1, 2, 3. What's the DC? 15?
15.
Okay, so 2 will fail. And go ahead and roll me that damage again.
Oh, hell yeah. I get to do it again. /R 3d8. Boom.
14. Nice.
Not better. Okay. That's better. That's one more.
Yeah, that is right. Huh. Interesting. Okay, and then that one will take 7. 3. Okay. Alrighty. As the 2 on the far end are looking very badly hurt, and they actually quickly take their attacks, and so their attacks are going to be at disadvantage against Furt and the Bugbear.
Fart.
Oh, they misses the Bugbear. It hits Furt though, but he's got a lot of temp HP. Okay, so yeah, that doesn't even burn through his temp HP, and
Hell
both
yeah.
of them will move backwards out
Oh,
of
shoot.
the light.
Do they take attacks of opportunity doing that thing?
Only one of them does, because only the Bugbear is conscious. But yes, one of them will. And that definitely hits as the Bugbear just
Wait, no.
clubs into one and crunches it where it stands.
That area is difficult terrain for them, by the way, so
Yes, that is
they
correct.
were moving slow. Okay,
Yep, they were
Okay,
on the
he was
edge of it
moving-
though.
cool.
Yeah, the other one just had to climb down the wall, so he didn't move very far. But he will take a normal attack onto Ari, still at 22 AC. Yeah, that does not hit. As the fangs kind of scrape along the metal and give a very piercing noise, but don't actually make it through. And then the Bugbear, he's feeling a little bit better. Still pretty weak, but is going to take a step over and try and take care of this drow before he collapses. And so he'll swing out again on the drow. Unfortunately, that does not hit. The drow is just out of range and kind of dances along the edge. And with that... Oh, that's not what I wanted. Elias, you can see as 2 figures drop down from the side of the cliff, and will also need to make wisdom saves. But they begin to pick up the body of the other individual who Zarn had slain. And let's see how
Whenever
do.
they entered that was difficult terrain for them as well, right?
Correct.
Cool.
Yep.
All right.
So they are, one of them will take the full damage, which was 14. 13 on that, so 15. Okay. And then we'll take 7, so... Okay, but they begin to lift the body up back onto the cliff, and you can take an attack of opportunity at disadvantage if you would like.
I will do that.
It's just with your quarterstaff, though. You don't have Shillelagh up.
I do have Shillelagh up.
Did you? I didn't hear you.
Yeah.
Oh, was
the
that what,
same
last
turn
round?
that I use Spirit Guardians, my bonus action is Shillelagh.
Gotcha, I must have missed that.
That I've got a specific
Remember,
sequence
but
I follow.
also had like 2 glasses of bourbon, so don't really trust me.
I'll give it to you.
So,
That would work.
Yeah.
Go for
Here,
it.
This is the most accurate way of doing this because the only other thing I have programmed. That's the same damage. that
all right.
Shillelagh attack
So you
is.
swing out at them, and they are just a little too quick. Even in this difficult terrain, they're moving very deftly and just quickly grab the body and begin to drag it up and away. And that
Could I have done the bonus action on the dying corpse to make it fail a death save?
If you had specified before, I would have said probably yes, but I'm gonna say no, just based on the quickness, and since you already rolled. And I already said that.
I didn't know who I was swinging at.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that they kind of got in your way purposefully to take that attack.
Fair enough.
Okay, and then that will bring us to those ones who we're just going to cover. Okay, Zella, it is your turn. Oh, I don't think I had those spiders attack. Hold on. They need to also
That's
do their
okay.
attacks.
Don't worry about those.
Okay.
You don't need spiders.
Did the corpse fail a death save for starting its turn in?
It has not started its turn, but it will next turn.
Dope.
Okay, so 1 bite onto Zella. Oh. Zella, go ahead and make me a Constitution saving throw. That's a little rough.
I
I don't think I
Ooh.
have a chance.
Goodbye, Sammy. Again.
Okay, so that is going to be 11 piercing damage and then 11 poison damage. So I think the first one takes you down, so you'll fail
Got
1
it.
death save. But luckily, it's not a melee attack, so it's not 2. It's just the poison. But
Wait,
yes,
separate damage types or separate attacks?
depends on what it is. This is an attack and then an extra damage, which was the save-based damage.
Okay. Yep. Because those damages can't crit.
Correct.
Yep.
All right, and then the other spider is going to make an attack on the unconscious wolf, but somehow misses that one. Don't ask me why that's how that works, but that's what happens.
No, it makes
How many
sense.
times have I been crit this fight?
No,
it rolled at
Zarn is doing
advantage.
his job.
A 4 and a 2 on the Zarn is that's right. Zarn is fending it off. That's a good point.
Hello,
Yeah.
Benjamin
Zarn's
Russo.
beating
Zarn's
ass.
just
Good
being-
job, Zarn.
Okay.
Yeah, like props to him for killing
And-
it.
Ben the spider.
Okay.
Spider Ben.
And we'll mark that.
Rolls
Okay.
a 2 with advantage. Look out, it's Spider Ben.
Technically, it was
Almost
a
six at
4 at advantage, but you know what? It's fine. Okay.
Kinda.
This one sees this drow up on the cliff here sees Elias doing some work with that spiritual guardian, and he's gonna try and hit past that.
I am going to impose disadvantage against myself.
Alrighty.
Dope.
Disadvantage. Oh, good thing too. And so with that, the Valkyries flying around this one are just enough for him to get distracted, and one of them once again latches that whip around his neck and begins to squeeze. And he does also fall down from the damage, unmoving. Oh, that could stay. That's fine. And
I need
Elias,
to take a note from those Valkyries.
it is
Apparently
your
I need to
turn.
Let's Alright, hear me out. I'm gonna do a thing. I'm gonna move 15 feet, and then I'm gonna move back, which means this creature
You are currently restrained. You cannot move.
by what?
The web from the spiders at the beginning. That's the little marker on your token.
Is that something that one can get out of? Can one attack the
Yes. You can try and attack it. You can try and break free. Either one.
Is an untrained athletics check reasonable to get out of the web?
It'd be a strength check. So yes, it would essentially be the same thing.
Yeah. Yep. Let's see if I am strong enough to be out of the web.
Ooh.
No.
Yeah. You struggle against
In
it,
a word,
but
no.
it's not so much that you're not strong enough, but this is wrapped tightly around your armor, and in this heavy armor, you're just not able to move with or without your shield, and that does take your action, unfortunately.
In that case, I will bonus action to put out a spirit guardian.
A spiritual
Or-
weapon?
Yeah, spiritual weapon to whack. Which one of these two is more hurt? Are they pretty close?
They're pretty close. It's tough to tell.
Actually, I'm gonna have it whack this fucker.
All right.
He has now started 2 turns inside this.
The audacity.
I think only 1 turn. I think he just had the last turn. That's all I have marked. But if you want to give me an attack, go ahead and give me it at advantage. He is unconscious. Whew! And I think that counts as a melee attack, right?
It is.
So that should be 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, so as you summon forth this flail and just smash it into the back of this drow, you watch as the back of the skull just caves in and blood just rushes over the top. And the two drow look down and they are... We'll see what happens there. Anything else, Elias?
Fuck off and die. No, like, that's it.
Alright, Ari.
Fart's struggling, right?
Yeah.
He is unconscious on the ground.
Okay. Fuck, I am also struggling. I'm gonna give myself 25 points of lay on hands. So that I'm like not a total liability the rest of the fight. And then I'm gonna use my bonus action to Just kidding, I don't have any useful bonus actions right now. Yeah, that'll kind of be that. Not the most prolific turn, but I need to be able to move forward and not die.
Yeah, no problem.
And let me roll my temp HP. All right, 9 temp HP. We're thriving. We're in business,
Alrighty.
boys. Let's go.
Yeah,
Oh,
boy.
actually, I need to look at this.
Sir.
Okay. Alrighty. And after that, this single remaining drow is going to move over and try and hit Valcrie with another shot. And
Don't
let's
throw
see
it
how
away.
he does. And that
Throw it away,
misses, as this one is still kind of confused in the words that you screamed at him. The shot just smashes into the stone next to your head. A little too close for comfort, but
I laugh and call him a loser in comment.
Bootlick, now seeing
I'm
the
just gonna do
spider
shit now.
nearby, is going to reach up and try and make a stab at it. We'll
Ooh,
see if this
Bootlick.
does anything. It is at advantage, because... or no, he has to try and get
Oh,
free, so it's not...
boy.
Ooh, I don't know. What's their AC? 5... What is a goblin's hit modifier?
Like a 3, I bet.
Yeah, it's probably pretty small. Is it 4? 4? No, that's still not enough. Yeah, he tries to swing out, but just kind of hits the air and then kind of ducks back around the corner. Still within range, but trying to get some cover. Alright. And with that, we're going to... There's another shot that rings out from the cliffside. This one just smashing into the shield that Elias carries with heavy force, but not penetrating through.
What is shooting at me? There is nothing that should be able to see me that I cannot see.
There is something over
That
here.
thing, okay.
Yep, sorry if you can't see it, but he is up on a
Yep,
cliff.
okay. Now I see him. Thank you.
Yep.
Sorry.
You are all good. Yeah, you would definitely be able to see the flashes from where these shots are coming from. And Zannah is still unconscious. Zarn is going to try and keep fending off this spider with another 2 quick attacks. First one does still hit. Second one definitely hits for a solid 4 damage and 4 damage. So 8 damage total. But you know, it's something. And Valcrie, that'll bring us to you.
Did you already switch the dot over? No. Okay. I'm
Nope, you
gonna
have to
switch
use a bonus
the
action for
hex
that.
over to
Alrighty.
I'm doing it right now.
Oh, that's
Okay.
cool. If you
And
hover
for
over
them-
the turn order, it'll put a little box around who that is on the
Correct.
map.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's so
Good job,
cool.
Joe. Proud of you. 1, 2. Oh fuck.
First
You
one
got
hits.
one.
Go ahead and roll me a d6.
Actually, that's like max damage. That's pretty
Yeah.
solid. I'll
It's a
take it.
hefty.
And that's a minimal damage.
That's still
Actually,
enough
that's
as you
what
just
you
send a
do.
bolt straight through this entity's head, and it explodes out the backside, and he collapses down. Anything else?
Cool. Yeah, actually, I'm gonna take one step here so I can see the spider, and I want to use one more streaking starlight at it, you know, to kind of help.
You know.
At the
Which
13, no.
Which
The
spider?
spider over Zella.
Zella?
The one over Zella!
Sorry!
I said that, and I pointed.
I was just catching up on my side. Yes, as you send a streaking starlight, it hits and kind of carves up the carapace, but doesn't seem to actually do damage to the spider, unfortunately. It was not quite enough.
I tried. That's fine, I tried.
Alright. And
I'll take that.
with that, this spider needs to make a wisdom save. And can you go ahead and give me that damage again, Elias?
Sure, I'll roll it again.
And this spider is going to begin to pick Zella up and wrap it up, or wrap her up. 10, perfect. So that spider's still alive, so he's going to take a bite onto Ari. That still does not hit because you're still at 22. And then once again, the spider will try to bite now at Zarn, so it'll be just flat, and that one will hit. And Zarn should have gotten the tip HP from the first time, so I need to add that on, which is 7.
So I have bad news.
Yep.
We were wrong. My AC is only 20. Elias had to drop it when he cast Spirit Guardians.
Yep.
Oh, thank you, but I don't think that has mattered.
Cool. I just wanted to make sure because I was like, wait a minute. So,
Thank you for that. You're correct.
I try to be fair with the rules.
Appreciate
Fair
it.
and balanced.
All right, Zarn does get hit, but it just takes out his temp HP.
Hell yeah, Zarn,
but
let's fucking go, boy.
This spider begins to move off with Zella.
At half speed.
Oh shit, no.
And it will
That's,
begin-
Drop our small
That spider is being real bold for someone in spiting distance.
All right.
I don't know about those choices. Little does that spider know, I know Moonbeam. Or not Moonbeam, well I do know Moonbeam, but little does that spider know, I know Misty Step.
All right.
And smite.
Avinx is
and-
gonna grab
and
first
smite, yes.
and kind of pull him around the corners to get him out of the line of sight from whoever's shooting, so that they can get some cover, and it'll shake him awake. So he is at least somewhat conscious. Both of them are looking pretty rough. And at this point, I need another wisdom save.
DC 15, baby.
Alright.
Alright, so the downside, mashed potatoes were not enough for dinner, but the upside is I have pizza rolls in the freezer.
Yeah.
And that was difficult terrain
Wait.
that ended up mattering.
Correct. It might. You never know. Alright. Zella, it is your turn. You are actually stable, so you do not need to roll me any death saves.
Wait, when did Zella go down?
Last
From the
round of
spider.
spiders.
Yeah, spider
I
got the
missed that.
poison. The poison made her pass out.
Elias,
We
it
have
is
two
your
people
turn.
that
You
are
are
just
still
unconscious
restrained.
even though they're not dead.
Can I see if I'm strong enough to not be?
Sure.
Or athletic enough, or whatever.
Strength check, yep.
Strong like bull.
It
Not
appears
sure what
I'm
happened
not.
there,
I
but
don't
it should
know
be a
why
3.
Yep.
Yeah, so once again, you're struggling, and again, it's not like it's very strong, but it is so just a mess that you are spending more time trying to figure out if there's some way to get around it, that you're not really going through it at all, and you're just not making progress, so you are still stuck where you are.
What if you just sacredly lamed it?
And let's
Little
bonus
self-immolation action going on.
That's probably a bad call. Let's
Hey, hold on.
let's use this thing.
All right. You should be able to move it now, and I think you can move 20 feet.
It's not moving at all.
Is it not?
Oh,
There we go.
now-
That's probably stuck on the dynamic lighting.
Yep. So yeah, we're gonna hit the spider
Go for it.
because why don't I see these guys anymore? Did they move away?
Yes, they did.
Okay, so that's not me fucked up. That's lighting as intended.
Yep.
Alright, cool. In that case, I will whack.
Give it to me. Nice. Yeah. With another strong whack down onto the spider's head, it just crunches and smashes where it's at.
Is it reasonable, even if I cannot move, to make myself prone?
Interesting strategy.
That is an interesting question. I don't think.
Do like some up
so.
downs. I don't think it's against the rules.
Sure, I'll allow it.
I would like to be prone to at least have advantage against getting shot, because I cannot move out of the way.
Yeah, I'll give it to you.
So yeah.
Alright,
you.
so Zannah's down?
Zannah is
Or
unconscious.
Zella's down. Zella's down.
Zella is
Zella's
down. Zannah is
Zella's
sleeping.
like over here, right? Got dragged off that way?
Yep. And it is your turn.
Alright. Brother Elias, good luck.
Alright.
And keep
5.
in mind that is difficult terrain through those 2 squares.
Why?
Because of rocks and a giant dead spider.
But
It hasn't come up until now because you guys haven't moved.
Okay, well hang on then. That changes the math.
That's what I was trying to let you know because I figured you were gonna be moving.
Yep. Okay. Did I see which direction she got carried off?
Probably. I imagine from just combat that they would let you know it's generally this way.
This way? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to Misty Step my very voluptuous ass this way. This way, right there.
All right.
Voluminous asses.
Right on the point.
You're daring to walk past Valcrie? Oh no.
I am teleporting past Valcrie to be clear.
Oh. Okay.
And cause I'm a badass like that. And
Oh.
now 5.
All right. You will take an
10?
attack of opportunity.
From whom?
From the spider.
I was never in its range.
Yeah, you
What?
were. You were right here. That's within 5 feet of it. And
Stretch!
just-
Whatever,
That is-
let it go. Let it do it. See what it can do.
it is another natural 20.
You're shitting me.
I am not. Hold up. Literally, no joke.
Okay, Freya.
No
It
joke.
doesn't matter.
This is garbage.
S&Ts.
This, I do not understand what is going on right now, but oh man,
Why did it have advantage?
it didn't? That's the first one. It always rolls like that.
Okay.
So you're gonna take 12 points of piercing damage, and I need a con save.
So I'm gonna take 9 points of piercing damage.
Yep.
And
Oh, I was supposed to roll my temp HP.
I got a 10.
All right, so you will take 7 points of poison on top of that.
Alright, well that's what the healing's for. I am going to put fuck. Should I murder the spider or heal Zannah?
Both.
That's not how paladins work.
Oh.
Murder the spider.
Alright, I heard one vote for murder the spider, so whack. And
Murder
whack.
spider.
How's the spider? I'm gonna smite that too. I'm kind of pissed at the spiders right now.
Go for it.
So, slash R2D8. Alright, so 10 slashing and 8 radiant.
Okay, so 18 total. And you watch as the spider collapses and drops down off the cliff in front of you. And off rolls a small webbed sack where you can see Zella inside. Only
and
partially covered.
I still have movement, so I'm gonna use that to get between the spider and Zella.
All right.
So good luck, this spider. And oh yeah, and I'm gonna use my bonus action to shove the spider, cause fuck this spider. Nat 20
Ooh, that's
rolling
not too
ditch.
bad. Not too bad. Oh, you are locked in a stalemate as it just meets you with the same amount of force, and you are finding it to be a very even match, but it does not budge.
All right, cool.
Alright.
That's all I got, and I'm outside of the little health aura, sadly. But Zella's not going to be absconded with, so that's kind of cool.
Yet.
I mean, hey, I'm between her and the other spider trying to abscond, so we got that going for us. If Valcrie and Zannah want to do useful things, that would be cool.
There's like the very back of the turn order.
I'm just saying, the front line has absolutely massacred the boss and the same number of enemies as you guys have lost to, so like...
They've been dealing with some other unfortunate things, you know, like going unconscious, because they're slightly squishy, though.
Well, that's
fail
their
to
fault
save.
for being far away from us and not standing in Ari's glorious aura.
It doesn't always happen.
Gloria!
If you don't want to fall unconscious to poison, you just have to stand near Ari, and then you're probably fine.
Alright, and that will be another 11 points of damage from Zarn, who nearly
Hell yeah, Zarn!
cleans up this spider, and it
Zarn
is
is
barely
the
alive.
MVP!
Zarn's doing work, man.
Zarn
Alright.
should have had advantage, because the spider was distracted by our epic struggle.
Alright, Valkyrie. You are up.
I have half a mind to shoot Ari, but I'll wait until after the battle.
Hold on. You're full health
For
here.
that shit talking you're doing.
What?
For that shit talking. So we're gonna shoot the spider for 2.
Go for it.
After switching over the hex.
Yep.
Also switching over the hex to get that plus.
Very smart.
Pew!
Get that plus.
Yeah.
Pew!
Woo!
There we
Pew!
go!
Give me those 2d6.
Pew! Motherfucker!
Hell yeah.
Motherfucker! That is damage!
25 damage.
How do you want to do this, Valkyrie?
That's a cute amount of damage for a turn.
No! You know what? I
No.
want the fucking spider guts to go all over Ari, and I just want to just in your face.
So
Don't
as
piss
this
off the teeth.
spider is blasted, it is thrown backwards on top of Ari as these guts just spray everywhere, and Ari, you are coated head to toe in green goo as the guts just collapse around you. But it
I'm
is
sorry,
no
what'd
more.
you say? Pew, pew, motherfucker. That's a 25.
And with that, this spider is going to crawl up over the wall. And that will be the last of them. They're out. Elias!
Alright. Let's force a DC 15 dex save from this guy.
Okay.
I wish there was a gift that was more alternative and mixture to
Alright, and it seems as the radiant flames wrap around, he is a bit too quick and is already climbing up this wall. Anything else you want to do?
Alright. Nope, I'm chilling.
Okay. Ari, anything you're doing? Now covered.
Yes. I would like to put a blessed one lay on hands point on Zella.
Alright. Zella, you come to with 1 hit point, but as your eyes open, you find your body unable to move.
That's okay. That's in the not my problem category.
Anything else that you wanted to do, Ari?
No, that's fine.
Bootlick begins to stand up and just stab vigorously down into the spiders with his knife.
Good job, Boblin. You're crushing it.
And Zarn will finally move over and wake up Zannah, the wolf comes back to consciousness.
Oh, cool.
And with that, I believe you all are out of combat.
Cool.
Hey, boys and girls, how many HP are you all missing? Lots? Littles?
Several? I am
All
at...
of it.
So,
-1.
so yeah, I'll say Zella.
Yeah,
and
hey,
Ari
all of it
on our side
-1. You're
your
doing
target.
great. You're welcome.
Alright. Gather
Yeah,
around,
don't-
people.
I can't.
Oh, wait,
I can't
yeah,
actually
last-
move.
last round.
You gotta come to
That's
me.
HP, right?
Hmm?
That's still up for another second, right?
Oh yeah, you get
Oh,
to roll temp HP if you don't have any.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna take 10.
Sweet.
We might need that. That could come up in the future before our next long rest, so I'm gonna take it.
Alright, Sammy, take,
Honestly, hold on. You get that back at a short rest, right?
I get 2 of them per short rest, bro.
Yeah, we should totally do that first thing in the morning and all roll until we get 12. I'm just saying, like, that would just be a great buff to the party for free.
And then I short rest, and then it doesn't go away on a short rest, and then I get my short rest stuff back, and I do this because I'm an elf, because I
Yes.
only need to rest for 4 hours, and you guys can do it while you're in the middle of your rest. Yeah, I know I can do that, but I'm not.
Yeah,
doing
that
to Austin.
seems like the move. I'm just throwing that out there.
I'm not doing that to Austin.
Thanks.
No, but you can do it first thing in the morning.
This character is already stupid.
That's true. It is. I think we should abuse it. If
Sammy,
Austin thinks it's too busted, he can just give me your plate armor and you can have my splint armor. That sounds fair.
take 86 health. Ari, about how many are you missing?
20.
Take 46 health.
Rip.
So I've got 8 and 4. I have 8d6 left.
Both
That's
the
okay.
goblin-
50.
Both the goblinoids do look on death's door, if that matters to you at all.
Are they are they up or are they
They're conscious, but just barely.
Hey, that's nice.
Let's give the little one 2d6, the big one 4d6, and me 2d6.
All right,
God, that's insane.
it's a good spell for out of combat.
Yeah.
Alright. That probably patches us up enough to keep moving. And yeah, if anybody is out of temp HP, roll yourself some temp HP, and let's continue on.
21. Wow, that actually almost got them up to full. It did get the goblin up to full, but the bugbear rolled super well.
Hell yeah, bugbear. All right then. Oh, we should loot the bodies. Yeah.
Yeah!
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Let's loot the bodies of the drow. The drow usually have neat stuff, right?
Hey Jess, do you have some sort of
What?
lesser restoration or poison removal or something to unparalyze our ranger?
I mean, I'm sure she'll figure it out eventually.
I only have Cure Wounds and Healing Word.
Okay.
What level spell is lesser restoration? Second level? Oh, I could have that, but like, why would I waste a... That's
my
not my
slot.
job. That's not my job. Also, I had to use Misty Step to, you know, save her from being stolen by a spider. Because I didn't want Sam to have 2 characters murdered in the same campaign.
Do you have 5
no,
lay on hands
no.
points? Because that also removes poison.
It does remove poison. Unfortunately, I only have 4 because I saved 5, but then I had to use 1 to stop her from dying. So,
Intriguing.
yeah.
Okay.
So I have 4, sadly. Which in hindsight is a sad number to have, but, you know, I did my best.
Did she get to take a save after 1 minute of me passing out healings to move again?
Nope. I don't think so.
Alright.
Well, what's on Big Boy here? That was talking mad shit before he got smote.
Roll me an investigation check.
In that case, do we want to tiny
That's
hut and have
not
her
a bad
rest?
flat roll.
What was that, Joe?
In that case, do you guys want to tiny hut and have her rest for 8 hours? Because unless a spell specifies,
Pretty
that
early in
could
the
get her
morning.
back up. She's
It's-
paralyzed and we don't know why.
I mean, I can carry her for a little bit. I'm sure it's fine.
That like even like an intellect devourer, all you need is some rest.
Yeah, so we can just carry her for a little bit. Like, we can make it to the city and then vibe.
Okay, sure. Up to you all. I am still doing adequate on spell slots, but not fantastic. I could either tiny hut or do that all again.
Yeah, I used about half my spell slots. The problem is I used the higher level half. So I have 3 first level slots left, which is still like useful, but it's not great. Also, my divine my divine interventions are just kind of shitty, and I think we should use the Tasha's rules that let me use those to get more smite slots. But that's just my opinion.
I would
man.
agree. That seems reasonable.
Since it's like in the official rule book and everyone else is using the official rule books, like it just seems
In
fair.
the
But
official variant rulebook, sure.
I mean, but everyone else is using official variant rules probably. I don't know where the fuck
anybody
Joe's
else
class
is using
came
variant
from.
stuff.
Where is Twilight Cleric from?
Is that from Tasha's? It might be.
I can look it up real quick.
It doesn't.
I don't know. I don't know a lot about clerics.
You guys do not need extra smite slots. You will survive.
Twilight Cleric is yeah, it's from Tasha's. So yeah, I mean his whole class is from Tasha's. Why can't I use a fun rule from Tasha's?
Mostly just because I don't like it, but we'll see.
Well, that's
I might be able to
sad.
be persuaded outside of the game.
I need more smite slots, Austin. Did you see how few I had? And I don't get them back.
And it's not like they didn't just like one shot the leader or anything.
Okay, I rolled a nat 20 and I used my highest level spell slot. That's just what paladins do. But I don't know if you noticed, but I ate 3 nat 20s that fight.
Yeah, and you're still alive. I don't see why you're
Barely.
complaining. You're alive, got to basically one-shot a boss, like, you're fine.
If we have to fight again before a long rest, I will be pathetically weak.
That's a big if. And to
That
that I
is a
say,
big if.
tough luck. It's a dungeon.
Yes, but you know, the nature spirits really want me to succeed, and they understand how goddamn useless Turn the Faithless and Nature's Wrath are, so they would also rather me smite.
I don't know, I'm the nature
If we
spirits,
ta-
and I think
if
I have a different
called the nature
perspective.
spirits, like, you know, I feel like they'd back me up here. We're pretty tight.
You know, considering I am the nature spirits, I'd have to disagree, but that's for talking about it another time.
We'll get there. We'll persuade the nature spirits.
As far as the investigation goes, as you all determine what you want to do, as Zella is still lying on the ground, unable to move, you kind of pull the body off of the cliff, and you're still covered in this green goo from the spiders, but even still, this body, its skull is completely crushed in, and the blood just drops all over it as well, and if you weren't grossed out before, you're definitely grossed out now. But after looking over the body, you do find his 2 sabers. Both of them are very exquisitely made with what looks to be silver blades with this dark black-blue metallic hilt. And on each of them, you see a very distinguished symbol of what looks like a T crossed over a circle. And I'll go ahead and show that to you. And so you find this symbol etched on each of the blades. You also find a small pouch with 4 platinum pieces,
Oh, hell yeah, 4 platidams!
18 gold pieces, and 22
Uh,
silver pieces.
Let me open the party loot, because, you know, we're communists here. So what did we say?
4
Did you put it
plat.
in? Did you type
4
it?
Yes,
PP.
I did.
Okay.
Did put it in there.
4 PP. Alright, we're up to 139 PP. And, can somebody 19 plus 18 me? 35, right?
37.
37? 37. Yeah. And, 22 SP is, that gets us to 70. Yeah, yeah. Hell yeah. Guys, our silver sock is gonna do so much damage. That might be a heavy weapon now.
We are probably carrying.
What are the
40,000
saber
gold.
what are the sabers worth, you think?
You can roll me intelligence check if you want.
Are they magic?
You
I'll
don't
just let
know.
Elias figure it out. I don't fucking know how to. Well, actually, no, I'm proficient with all martial weapons. I feel like I should have some inkling of the value of the sabers.
They look valuable, but you've never seen a saber like this.
Okay, that's fair enough. I'll hand them to Elias. Like, let me rephrase. Valuable enough to carry.
I would think so.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, they're going in our loot regardless.
What did he do that did all that poison damage?
Was about to get to that actually. I'm typing up here a couple other things that you find.
Oh boy.
And this is it includes him as well as a few of the other drow around. But in total, you find.
The ones our main DPS Zarn took care of for us?
Zannah actually just, like, clapped cheeks that fight.
I think if we fight... Does he want these sabers?
I mean, giving him that magic dagger was a good call.
I mean, he would probably take the sabers if you offered them to him.
What are we gonna do with a bag of ball bearings?
That's just what you
cast
find.
Animate objects, bro.
Yeah, you find a backpack.
Or you can throw them and trip people up.
Hey,
Yeah.
2 potions of healing is pretty lit, though.
But it seemed the poison damage from the blades was something that was able to be put on them.
Hey guys, y'all want to give Boblin the backpack so he can start carrying shit for us?
Sure.
I think...
So, Austin, what kind of role would it be to try and come up with whatever significance of that drow symbol? Is that like a history thing? Is that
yes, it would be a history check at disadvantage for you, though.
I don't care. I want to try.
Go for it.
That's pretty good for
So,
disadvantage.
yeah, being around the City of Splendors, there are occasionally drow that come through, even though they're few and far between. You don't know
there
what
seem to
the
be a lot in the fucking...
There are a lot in Undermountain.
No, in the tavern.
There are a couple in the tavern, yeah. There were you guys.
They
ran
did not
into
like
a
me.
handful. But Valcrie, you've run into drow before. You can guess that this is probably some sort of house symbol. Drow are usually organized into houses. What house that is, you do not know.
Then I think she would want to... I don't know. She'll want to take one of the items that has the symbol and hold on to it.
Yeah,
kind of like he's holding onto the skull.
There was a chain that was around the leader's neck, and then it's also marked on each of the sabers. So
yeah,
to go over one more time what you guys find in total. You found the money, as well as the backpack, a bag of ball bearings, 3 torches, the chain with that same symbol on it, a grappling hook, 2 vials of poison, 2 potions of healing, and 50 feet of silk rope.
Alright, so I put the poison vials and potion and rope in the party loot. If you guys want to take the grappling hook, that actually sounds kind of useful. The chain
Well,
might
so
be
Valcrie
worth money,
definitely wants
but
the
the
chain.
torches and the bag of ball bearings seem kind of useless. And the backpack is already on Boblin.
My name's Bootlick.
Sure thing, Boblin. You'll grow into it.
Move, dog.
Wow,
I'm
that
not
was
a
rude
dog.
thing to say to. That was a rude thing to say to Boblin.
Oh, sorry.
Wow, that's hurtful. You be nice to
Guys,
Boblin.
Shove his turkey onto my computer, and I don't want the turkey on my computer.
I just realized that
Some
slightly buzzed me
footage.
put pizza rolls in the microwave like fucking 20 minutes ago and then forgot about them.
Oh no.
Oh.
No, I mean they've just been sitting chilling. Like I only put them in for 2 minutes, but like I warmed up these pizza rolls and then just totally forgot about them.
I left hot dogs in the microwave for like 4 hours the other day. 'Cause I
Nice.
heated them and then got busy
Guys,
doing things.
I-
drove somewhere, came back, and ate them.
I was on a nostalgia trip after I saw a Lord of the Rings meme, because, like, I never had a console growing up, but, like, I remember playing the Lord of the Rings Two Towers game with one of my friends when I was a kid, and, like, I saw a meme about it, and so that one was a PlayStation 2 exclusive, and you can't get it. But the Return of the King game released on PC, and it's abandonware, so you can just download it off the internet. And I've been playing that, and it's so fun. I thought about that when you said leaving something in the microwave for 4 hours, because I also played a level of that while I was frying bacon. But it was fine, because I had the bacon on really low heat.
Oh my goodness.
It was great.
Oh,
It's such a fun game. Like, obviously the graphics are kind of dated, because it's from, like, 2002, but, like, fuck it, it's a great game.
It is a good game. All right, but yes, you
I
guys
took
are
the
able to
chain.
heal up and search over the bodies. Is there anything that you guys are doing as far as the unmoving body of Zella still wrapped in webs?
Yeah, I'm carrying her.
I was just gonna nose her and try to signal to have somebody put her on my back.
I'm a
'Cause I'm
grabber.
still a wolf.
We grab. Like sack of potatoes, just like we're going.
All right, are you putting her on the wolf or just carrying her yourself?
I'm just carrying her.
Does she
Alright,
count as an improvised weapon?
Maybe.
Can I use Zella as an improvised weapon in an emergency?
You're proficient with all weapons, bro.
I don't think that works for improvised weapons, but you can certainly
Okay, but
try.
hear me out. Hear me out. I'm proficient with clubs, and a paralyzed elf seems frightfully similar to a club.
I don't think that's how paralyzation works, but you can
I'd
certainly
allow
try.
it. Alright, let's continue on.
All right.
So, that drow, very unwise. He thought he wanted some fuck, but let me tell you, he did not want some fuck.
Yeah, he did not have a good start to that at all.
He started with a nat 20. I feel like that's as good of a start he could have asked for. The problem was I also started with a nat 20, and I'm a paladin with level 2 spells, so, you know.
So it goes. All right. But yes.
I feel like he and I were actually pretty evenly matched for like a one-on-one. Because he also did 1,000,000 damage when he hit, but...
Alright, let's do it.
Yep.
All right.
LGBT, let's get this bread.
Making your way back down the passages, still
Making our
being
way
read
downtown.
by Abinx and Feart. You all eventually reach a portion where the cavern begins to open up into a much larger space, filled with a good number of buildings that you can see from here. Small torches dotting the various landscape of this tunnel.
I would like to sing another sea shanty as we travel.
Which one?
Leave her, Johnny.
All right, let's go.
I thought I heard the old man say.
As you two begin to
"Leave
sing,
her,
Abinx just
Johnny,
looks over and is like,
leave her."
"Stay quiet!"
God damn it.
I will now continue under my breath. Tomorrow ye will get your pay, and it's time for us to leave her. Leave her, Johnny, leave her.
We're gonna wake
Oh,
Zannah.
leave
Zannah's
her,
singing too.
Johnny, leave her. For the voyage is long and the winds don't blow, and it's time for us to leave her.
So
I'm trying
as
to
you,
incorporate sea shanties more into this character because that was why I originally made him. So you're welcome.
hey, you do you, man. Live your life. As you all do reach this immense cavern, you can see what look to be. Oh shoot!
I can see a lot of characters.
I never turned that on. Give me 1 second. Click, click, and click. Okay, that should fix that. Would help if I remembered to turn on my lighting first.
I liked it. It was good.
Oh, I probably need to reset this too, don't I? Yeah, there we go. Okay.
Alright guys, I'll practice the sea shanties for next week, so it'll be even better.
Yes.
If that's even possible. Actually, Joe, I will send you my planned playlist so you can actually learn the songs.
How presumptuous of you to think I don't know all of the sea shanties.
I don't know, you seem to be struggling pretty hard with Dwellermen, so I wanna give you a fair chance.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Anyway, as you guys reach this large, immense cavern, you can see a town that has about 3 levels. You all come in from the lower level, but you can see that it expands up 2 more higher, with a large stone bridge connecting a portion of the town to some sort of island that flows around the sluggish river Sargauth. And as you
So would
reach
you
this...
say- Sorry, would you say Skullport is kind of a piratey type town?
Maybe. You just got here.
Okay, I have an idea, but we'll put it on hold for a second. Let us carry on.
Is it more sea shanties?
It's even better than that, actually.
Whoa.
If that's possible.
But yes, you guys have arrived at Skullport and see the city laid out in front of you. Abinx and Furt, they take their spots up at the edge of the cavern and just kind of give you a nod. Abinx looks over to you, Ari.
We'll wait here until you all get back or send Bootlicker to come get us.
We'll send Boblin.
Best of luck. And good
Thanks,
fight back there.
You too.
Alright, we're off.
And this
Let's ride.
This one is one that I wasn't able to size completely right yet, so you will have to use Alt to kind of navigate around. Make sure you hold Alt whenever you move your token. But yes, you come in from this small passageway on the lower edge of the city, and you can already see buildings stretching out. One next to you, you hear sounds of hammer and iron being forged in some sort of blacksmith.
Nice.
And Ari, as you come around the side, you see a very large symbol. What is this one? Trying to see here. 24. Yeah, you just see a large anvil with a T. A giant piece of metal on the side of this building. You can hear the sounds of metal being worked.
So I see a T.
You see a T on
A
an
T I C?
A T you see.
A TTIC.
No, just a T.
Attic?
Okay, just a T.
Not a TT.
Just a TIC.
Indeed.
Okay.
No
Glad we're all on the
titties?
same page. Sadly, no titties.
Sad. TTIC.
I mean, Ari is a young boy. Maybe that would be inappropriate.
I mean, titties are like the most appropriate thing. Like you're like minutes old the first time you're like, ooh, titties, and it just gets better from there.
It just gets
Oh.
better. Am I allowed to put that in greatest hits?
You can put whatever you want in greatest hits.
I don't know if that's pretty. Okay. All right. So we hear hammering.
Yep.
How does the T look in comparison to the Drow family symbol?
Nothing alike, really.
Okay, excellent. I was worried we would
We should
Bruh.
probably stow those swords very, very carefully.
The drow symbol is very thin and elegant. This T is very bulky and kind of block
thick
lettering
T.
on top of the handle.
2C.
maybe even a Q.
Oh shit.
Real thick.
Were there any guards at the gate or anything? Like,
No, you didn't see any guards. In fact, looking around, you don't see much of any people right now.
do you want to try and find a tavern or something?
Ari
there
is
any signage in
always down to drink. That is borderline a bond.
common? Yeah,
It's not as bond, but it's borderline a bond.
Can't see titties but can drink.
On the edge of the city, you don't see many lights, but you do see more lights coming
Look.
further into the city.
It's bad luck to have a woman on a ship, so there's a severe titty shortage. There is not an alcohol shortage. I don't make the rules, man.
Alright, let's head a little deeper into the city. Let's look for signs in a language we could read. Circle up, squad.
All right, let's ride.
You see
Jamie,
this.
do
Am
you
I
have
still
inspiration?
carrying Zella, or did she sort herself out?
No, you are still carrying Zella.
Not killing, carrying. Very, very important distinction. Would not want to kill Zella. That would be
Stab
bad.
her!
That would be almost as tragic as beheading a halfling.
So in this direction, you can kind of see that it's kind of the outskirts, the edge of the town, with the rock face, and then down to the kind of southwest is where you start to see some of the lights coming.
Let's do it. Let's head that way.
And as you begin to move into the city, you do see as cloaked figures begin to appear, holding torches, making their way from place to place. You catch a few humanoid-like figures. One of them has a beak extending out from under its hood. The others, you just kind of catch shadows. You're not able to see too much of who they are or what their face looks like.
So what business do we actually have in Skullport if we have to talk to somebody important? The brother's dead, so we're not looking for him. But Valcrie, you need something from the city?
Well, the original reason that you guys were sent to Sargauth was to get information on the dagger, which she said had been stolen by some Duragar.
Yep, but we have to do that covertly.
Correctly, but that was why you guys were here. I don't know, Valcrie, did you tell everyone that you had a reason to be in? Or was that just conversation that happened between you and Ulquess? I can't remember.
I know Valcrie told me
Okay,
she wanted
hey,
you
what
to
about
listen.
AFK? Did you guys not get? Like, I muted myself so I could take Freya out, so I couldn't actually talk.
Oh, my B. I didn't see that.
What? Well. Okay, I thought I very vaguely mentioned, because right before we went in to see, Mind Flayer, I was like, yeah, I'm looking for some people that kind of have a connection to my patron, and then, like, no one really followed up on it. Basically, I just said I was looking for people that are connected to my patron. That's kind of all I said.
And they're in here.
That's what she's told.
Alright.
So she was like, I would like to go to
anything
Skullport.
else
She
we're
kept saying,
looking
let's go to
for?
Skullport.
So,
She knows what she's looking for.
Okay. So we are here. If we are asked officially what we are doing, what are you looking for? Who are we trying to find or talk to or contact?
Well, let me look through my notes really quick. My notes have the name that I want.
Dope. Just before we go and talk to somebody, like, have you seen whatever? Because it's like, we can't say that our mission is to find this dagger, because that's being done covertly. So if our mission is to talk to whoever, that's
You
what
should
we can
really
talk
explain that to Ari, because he might just find a sailor-looking person and ask them about a magic dagger. There's a solid, like, 80% chance that's his plan. He is not the wisest.
I mean, you and Valcrie are the charisma people. You can try and gather information. I'm okay with your method.
We're the charisma people, not the wisdom people. I just want to remind you of that.
I'm the wisdom people, and I think that our best bet is for you to ask the right people questions. So I am completely fine with how we have to do this. I'm just not going to walk up, introduce us to the town guards, and say we're looking for a fucking dagger. That's what 18 wisdom will get you.
So, real quick, are we doing this powwow, like, at the mouth of the city?
Yeah, this
like, right by the
happens as we're
entrance?
walking in.
Okay.
Like, what do we do? Who are we looking for?
So my first suggestion is perhaps we could find a store or a place to trade, as I could possibly find some items that I could use in a ritual. That could be some reason that we're around.
So
Otherwise,
a magic shop?
perhaps, or anything that would have just material components.
Okay.
Nothing crazy, just some powder, maybe some oil, or I don't know, something that starts fires.
So a general store. You need
I
flint
think
and
so.
tinder and... Okay, so we need a general store, some sort of shopping.
And then you can leave the contacts up to me. Since I'm
probably not going to let you wander around the city alone.
No.
Once we find somebody, you can talk to them on your own just fine. I'm probably not letting you just wander about this city by yourself.
I appreciate it. I meant just at a distance. Because my people are, or rather, those like me are kinda not nice. I'm an anomaly, if you can believe that.
Sure.
So.
But you don't have a name that we're
I'd say
looking
if we're
for?
asked. I do.
Okay.
I do. But I don't. I'm not sure it's something I should get you entangled with just yet, as I'm not really sure what their intentions are.
So saying this name in public is probably not a good idea.
Well, we don't say the patron's name at all. The contact, maybe, but I don't know what stance they have in our society, if that makes sense. I just know they're important.
Perfect. Do you know if this contact is some sort of official?
I don't.
So there's no.
Just a name.
Hey, we're looking for the chancellor or whatever. Okay. In that
I
case,
can
let's
only
wander around
say-
aimlessly.
Yeah.
Cool.
I could only allude to worshippers of the nickname of our patron, because our patron has a nickname. We cannot say the name. The
Sounds a
nickname
little,
is
little
the shadow.
sus.
Do you
I
think
told
there's
you,
a church
I'm the anomaly.
or something?
I don't know.
So, do we
Austin,
want
is there
to
a
look
fucking
for
church for that?
religious
That sounds a little
facility?
sacrilege.
You've never seen a church for it.
I
mean,
don't think
you
they do churches.
You had something akin to a church where you were from, but that's nothing that these people would be familiar with, and it was very different than churches up here.
Right. I'm not sure they'd have a church, and she uses like air quotes. We didn't have something quite like yours. So I don't know if there'd be something like mine here.
Off the top
So
of my
I
head,
should
I'm not
look
sure how
around?
I help you find them. So yeah, I think we
That's
try
okay.
and find a tavern and try and listen. See if we
Yep.
can spread out and overhear anything that may be useful. If you are willing to whisper whatever this name is to me, I will keep my ear out for it. Frankly, I don't really give a shit what you're into. I will assist you because you have proven yourself. If you want me to look and keep my ears open for a name.
You say that like it's got some tentacles or something. But yeah, she'll...
You're a horned demon with
I'll
fire
whisper it.
magic.
And?
So at this point, it doesn't matter what you're into. I'm not expecting it to be any weirder.
Yeah, I would say she would probably whisper it to a few people in their head, just to kind of not spread like too much, but just to the perceptive people.
Yep,
What are you trying to say?
I'm very good at that.
What does that mean, Free? I don't understand. Are you just
I
kind of like
think
whispering in it,
Orange is
and
gonna-
whoever picks up on it picks up on it? Is that what you're wanting me to interpret there, or
No, more like she's gonna speak into their mind.
which?
She's gonna pick a few people that she
Okay,
believes
who
are
are
the
you
more
picking?
perceptive. Well, Elias outright said he could do it, so she'll tell him. She'll probably also tell Zella. And
That's not very useful at the moment. Zella's
What about your
Zella's-
best
Zella
pal,
is
Ari,
not
that's carrying
catatonic.
Zella.
Zella is not
Wait,
catatonic.
people-
She's just paralyzed. She is still
Oh.
conscious.
I thought
Oh,
she
neat.
could still. Yeah.
She's
Like, I
still
figured she'd
conscious.
almost
She
be
just
the best
cannot
one.
move. Her eyes
Yeah,
are the
you could-
only thing that are moving.
Right. Okay, but so can she speak?
No, she
With her
cannot
mind.
speak. Yeah, with
Well,
her
but
mind,
she could-
theoretically, she could respond if that's allowed. If that's part of the.
So basically, I could periodically be like, "Anything, Zella?" No. Okay. I'll go now. No. Okay.
Yep, that
Do-
seems like the move.
Are they able to respond, or is it just you able to speak to them?
Yeah.
I
They can
can't.
respond to me.
I can't remember how.
I
you-
can't remember.
Actually, JK. Actually, hold on. It might be one of those things where I have to ask her to blink. One.
Blink once if yes, twice if no.
Yeah.
Yes.
Actually, yep,
Yes.
Sorry. Here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have to understand at least one language.
Yeah, you can communicate.
I
That
don't think
implies
yeah.
that implies two ways.
I don't think it does. I think it
Yeah,
usually
well-
specifies. I don't think they imply there. I think it specifies. that they can
Communicate
reply.
definitely means two-way. Otherwise, we would just say
But-
you can send a message.
Well, then here.
Let me look at
I
the
don't
other
care.
ones because I think message specifies,
I-
and I think so does. What's the other one?
Worst. Well, I think that's why in like Critical Role they say you can reply to this message.
Well, that's the actual spell
Because it's a
message.
message.
Yeah, that's not this
Well, right.
ability.
right.
Right.
Yeah,
well,
because
well,
the way
my-
it says,
my
message
point.
says the target hears and can reply.
Okay, how does...
That doesn't say you can
Right, so-
communicate.
What's the other one?
I think
Sending?
communicate implies two-way.
I would tend to agree. I'm just trying to look and see. I think there's another one that I'm thinking of, and I want to make sure that it's consistent. Because I hear where you're coming from.
If it
I
makes
just
you
am wondering.
feel any better, I believe whenever I used it initially and we were trying to track the drow killer doodad, you said they had to respond outright. That was your initial assumption.
Yeah, I think it was for the same reasoning, but I do see the difference in wording that he's pointing out.
Right.
I don't know if there
Yeah,
is.
because sending explicitly and message are both like explicitly. You send a message, they can reply. Communicate seems to just be like if you're within 30 feet, you can just have your telepathic communicate. Actually, I think let me see. Telepathic 1 5 E.
Yeah, let me know what that one is.
Telepathic bond says you forge a telepathic link among up to 8 willing creatures of your choice within range, psychologically linking each creature to all their creatures. Until the spell ends, the targets can communicate telepathically.
Cool.
So yeah,
Yep.
it would be
so it's both ways.
multiplex.
Cool, thank you.
Dope.
So yes, they can
Okay,
respond.
well-
So you would be able to get
Yeah.
here from Zella, because she is alive.
Then I think... Okay. And so then I think...
Because
She'd
she's
work
alive
with one
and
more
has an
person.
intelligence over 2.
Right.
Right? You do have an intelligence over 2,
Um,
right?
So actually, so is Zannah not a wolf anymore? She...
No,
human?
Zannah's
Oh,
still
not
a wolf.
human, you know.
Yeah, it didn't take an
But
hour
you
to
Okay.
get
can
here. so she's
telepathically
still-
communicate with her too. Which is a thing we really should have thought about earlier.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like,
we could have.
We've had a
but we
lot of
didn't.
like, oh, she's a wolf, that's kind of a pain. It's like, wait, Valcrie can still just
Speak
handle
to
it.
my
like-
mind.
Wolf.
Because I'm like, I don't want to use a spell slot to use speak with animals. That seems like a total waste.
I mean, it is when your tiefling can just speak into people's minds.
Right?
Yeah. So,
Ugh.
I don't know, yeah.
Loud.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'll just... Yeah, I'll have... Man... I don't know. Ari, will you keep your mouth shut if I do tell you?
Are you asking this to Ari?
You know, perhaps.
Yeah, this is very
Like-
this is very blatant.
Like, what are you telling me?
If I tell you a name, it is a name not to be yelled out. Loud. This
why?
is a hushed tone. I think that answers my question. Carrying on.
What's the problem? Are we looking for someone? Are we not looking for someone? Do you have an ex you're trying to avoid?
eavesdropping. We are eavesdropping over some drinks.
Oh, I love
and
eavesdropping.
when we have reliable
Been
information,
doing that for years.
we have... Okay, final answer. Valcrie will tell...
If you don't tell
Elias.
your best pal Ari, he's
Ooh.
definitely not gonna carry you next time you're paralyzed.
Well, you can't yell it in a tavern.
He's not gonna maybe yell it in a tavern. I don't fucking know. I'm drunk. He'll probably be drunk. I'm sure it'll be fine. I feel like I'm matching the roleplay here, you know?
Here. Well, here, Ari, we're gonna roll a d20, and if it's over 10, I'll let her believe you. If it's under 10, you don't get to know.
What if it's 10?
It's
That
18. Apparently, I trust in you.
Hell yeah!
Fine.
Ari's
Okay,
trustworthy.
so then the party gets to know. Valcrie might regret this. Okay. So, the party gets to know that the nickname of her patron and the patron of the person she's trying to find is the Shadow. So we're listening for the shadow.
So fucking
As its
places,
real
Doc.
name.
What do you think?
Oh god. Yeah, Valkyrie's already regretting it.
I will make a slight face, but I will help you listen.
Alright, you know what it's time for?
A drink.
Sea shanty number 3.
No. Okay, Valkyrie's gonna get a solid 10-foot distance and hang towards the back of the party while he just does the thing.
The wolf
He
is
will
just
hang towards the back.
Valkyrie.
Zella cannot escape.
That's a good call.
Zella was forced to hear the sea shanty.
Oh,
We're sorry, Zella, you got
1778. How I wish I was in Sherbrooke now. A letter of marque came from the king to the scummiest vessel I'd ever seen. Goddamn them all. I was told we'd cruise the seas for American gold. We'd fire no guns, shed no tears. Now I'm a broken man on a Halifax pier, the last of Barrett's privateers. We'll just do the first verse.
There's a bit of clapping from a couple people, and you see some people actually join in. You see a large half-orc who's kind of drunk on the side.
Can I roll performance at advantage because I'm role-playing it?
Sure.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, you guys, you do see a very drunk half-orc on the side who kind of like chimes in as well and tries to sing along.
Could have been better, but could have been
Zannah
worse.
paw at her ears.
Zannah what?
Is gonna paw at her ears.
Well, you know what? Zannah can deal. Ari's not a bad singer. He's not good, but he's probably better than me.
Alright, and as you continue to get closer to these lights, you can see a group of people in an area.
Dude, quit tweaking.
Sorry.
Not you.
But yes, you reach an area where there are a few more people. You can see some drunk individuals on the side. Again, it is still more monstrous races. You see a tiefling or two. You see quite a few half-orcs. You see some of these bird-like creatures. These are I don't know. What is your taste? They are tall, thin individuals with cloaks on, so it's not very easy to get a sense of how attractive they are, but if you stop and talk to them, you might be able to get a better look. Are you trying to stop them to to check them out?
Just you know, passive perception's fine.
Passive perception, you're not able
just
to
like,
tell
is
too
anyone
much.
an outlier? You know, like you know how sometimes, like, you're not looking to check somebody out, but sometimes you see someone that's like an obvious outlier. It's like, woo, you know what I'm saying?
Currently, you have not seen anyone who is an obvious outlier.
Like, I assume Joe does that every time he sees his roommate, you know?
Exactly.
So, it's strange because you don't see anyone who's an outlier because everyone is an outlier. If this was up in the city, every single person would stick out because of how unusual they look and how different they appear to what you are used to, in particular, Ari. And even Elias and Zannah and Zella to some point. But they're not standing out because of how attractive they are, but more how monstrous they are in appearance. Again, half-orcs, bird-like creatures. You have a couple of tieflings. You have were creatures. You have half rat, half humanoid creatures. You have dwarves with dark skin. You have gnomes with dark skin and red eyes. All of these creatures are things that you rarely, if have ever seen before.
Okay.
You'd think we'd be used to this with a fire demon and a dire wolf, but you know, whatever.
I am not a demon. I am a tiefling. Oh my goodness.
You're not a demon, you're a diva. Ha 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 ha. Alright. Alright. So, hear me out, right?
Listening.
Alright. Never mind, that's stupid. Ignore me. I'm gonna think of how to word that to make it less stupid, and then we'll work on it. But
okay.
let me.
In the meantime,
I had an idea, but it was a very bad one.
In the meantime, what I was getting towards is as this group, as you've passed more and more of these individuals, and it's become more and more lit. You do see two signs outside of buildings that are written in multiple languages, but you do see one in common for each of them. This building right next to you is called the Feathered Rat, and is a very small building. And then the one down to the south of you is called the Guts and Garters. And it's a much larger establishment.
Are there any pictures to indicate what type of establishments they are?
You see a cage on the Feathered Rat. You see a rat with a tail made of feathers inside of a cage. And on the Guts and Garters, you see what looks to be a knife cutting through what you're guessing are guts and garters.
That is an interesting combination of items. So which one do you want to go in, guys?
Random chance.
Yeah, that's fine. We can roll a d2. I picked the first
Go in the
one.
second one, my lord.
I picked the first one.
What is this?
So are you going in the Feathered Rat, Ari, since you're towards the front?
I vote to go in the Feathered Rat, but I'm pretty persuadable.
Feathered Rat's fine, considering I rolled a 1, and that's the one I was saying was a 1, so...
See, we were all feeling it, Mr. Krabs.
I guess so. Onwards, then.
And upward.
Maybe downwards, it's hard to say.
Sideward!
Well, TBH, it's kind of
Squidward!
westward from here. Knock,
All right.
knock.
As you all knock on this door, there is a call from inside. One moment, please. And there's some shuffling behind, and the door opens up. And inside, you see a small shop with multiple cages inside with various animals. And standing in the door as she opens it up is a sullen is a kind of venerable but still young looking half elf, but looks a little bit weak and worn out. Her blonde hair starting to turn white, her eyes kind of starting to sink, but wears a very vibrant green tunic. And behind her, you see all manner of creatures, from cats and bats, frogs, toads, giant rats and lizards, spiders. You even see creatures that, Valcrie, you recognize from the hells of a sturge, and giant fire beetles. And all of them in cages, and she opens up the door and, "Hello, can I help you all? Are you looking for a companion?"
We're new around town and we're just trying to see what was around. Can you tell us a little bit about the area, please?
Oh, well, you know that you're in Skullport, I presume. Also known as the Port of Shadow.
Yes.
Are you newcomers?
You could say that. I sailed on the surface, but it's a little bit different from the other ports I've been to.
I would imagine so. Skullport is not exactly kind to newcomers, so watch your purse and be ready to get into some fights. Small scuffles, really. Try not to bring them out into the streets, or you might be stabbed by a random passerby. Those are the best things to know. Other than that, it's pretty much like any other port, except
Turns out it's very hard to lose a fist fight when you can smite.
oh, someone from a religious background then. A bit of divine energy surging through you.
Sorry, that was out of character.
Gotcha.
I'm a mess.
But yes, other than that, it's similar to many other ports, just a bit rougher around the edges. We have our bars, our brothels, our shops, and all manner of interesting entities.
So because I feel like it's fairly safe-ish, and I'm not super worried about getting murdered immediately, I would like to learn about this shop patron by so first, I guess, is it okay if I go around and talk to the animals?
If you have that ability, I suppose so. I
Okay.
don't see any harm in that.
Are any of these swimming animals, first off?
You do see a toad and a frog, which do have swim speeds.
Okay, so I'll just talk to them first with my magic item, and ask them if they're enjoying their stay and if they're being treated well.
They answer back in an affirmative, just kind of.
Yes, this is nice. My cage is really big. I kind of like the lake, but there were things trying to eat me, so this is good.
This is good. These might be even more adoptable than Boblin. Just kidding, no one could replace Boblin in our hearts. No one can replace Boblin. Don't worry, Boblin. Okay, well that's good. That's a solid character reference if your pets or for sale pets think you're nice. So I now like this this half-elf woman. I have decided she is a friend. The toads and the frogs seem to like it. Here, you've done a good job with them.
Well, I would hope so. I do try to look after them as best I can. I'm not sure if the people who buy them are as kind often, but I try to give them the proper owner so that they go to a good home. But, you know, you have to make a business in these parts. And
So, how do you get in the small animals business? And what brings the half-elf down here?
well, to be honest, the curiosity. I had heard of this place and wanted to see it for myself. As for how I got into this business, well, I happen to have a knack for tracking and capturing creatures. And, well, people found that they had some interest in acquiring them as pets, and so I became a sort of a pet store, more or less.
That's a way to come to a career. Say, where's the tavern?
Oh, well, right next door is one. That would be the Guts and Garters, run by a beautiful woman by the name of Quietude. Other than that, there is the Black Tankard, that is further down the way, and you also have the Flagon and the Dragon, if you're looking for a nicer area.
It holds the brew that is true. The dragon with the flagon holds the brew that is true.
Though in that particular establishment, it is usually frequented by the Duraknuir, the Dark Elves. So I would suggest.
We
careful.
got ambushed by some dark elves on the way here. They don't seem to like us for some reason, which I can't really figure out.
Well, then perhaps avoid the flagon and the dragon.
So it doesn't hold the brew that is true.
Oh, the brew is very good. Just the company may not be to your liking if you can't get along with the Duraknuir.
Do they have a house symbol by chance?
They have many.
Does it? What does it look like?
Which one are you talking about in particular? Which house symbol? Or which house?
Like a T with a circle on it?
Make me a persuasion check.
Eh. I have a compliment in mind if that'll get me advantage.
What's the
Well,
compliment?
You kind of kept talking, so I didn't have a chance to get it out.
If you want to try for it, what's the compliment? I'll see how good it is. I'll see if she would find it.
When she said that the bar next door was run by a beautiful woman, I was gonna say, oh, so you have a lot of those down here. And look at her knowingly.
Yes, I will allow it an
Eyebrows?
advantage. I'm down with that.
Like Ari's smooth as fuck, but like, you were just going so fast.
Yeah, I'll say you kind of cut that in, and she kind of gave you a smile as she was continuing on.
It didn't help, but that's okay.
Oh.
We got
You're
another
showing your
moment.
buns of steel.
She
Buns
looks
of
Okay,
at
we
you.
steel.
we can't seduce every NPC immediately. The nature spirits would
What
get
do you
mad at me.
mean?
Actually, Austin, would the nature spirits care? I feel like the nature spirits are all about fertility.
Yeah, they are.
As far as
how
you
to
know,
how to play a horny paladin 101.
yeah, as far as you know, the nature spirits would be more for fertility than against. They don't have too strict viewings though. As the environment you come from is very high on fertility.
Yeah.
But she kind of looks at you with a smile and just, do you have an example of this symbol that I could see somewhere? Did you find something or see it somewhere?
Yeah, this fine saber was just laying around, and we picked it up in case someone was missing it.
May I see it?
Sure, yeah.
She kind of takes it from your hands and gives it a quick look over. This is quite beautiful work. And I do know this house. It's House Ovrendar.
How do you spell that? Oh, never mind.
He done wrote it.
It
Okay.
is not the oldest house, but one that has been around for some time. Are you interested in the history of the Duraknir?
Yeah, the poor fucker who had this, he tried to stab me with it, and, I'm here and he's not, so, make of that what you will.
Well, I would be careful. I wouldn't let too many of the drow here see you carrying those on your person. They will understand what it means and very likely attempt to start a fight.
So I should definitely carry them to assert my dominance, right, guys?
Yep.
That's what I heard. Cool.
Oh,
Would
boy.
you be willing to sell them at all? Or do you have any particular attachment to them?
Not really. They just kind of looked nice, so I thought I might be able to get some money for them. Hey, Brother Elias, how much gold do we want for these?
Let me take a look and see what one of them might be worth. And I will guide and pull out my tools.
Did we find a hot half-elf fence? Because I'm about it.
Yeah. So yeah, can I try and appraise and see what I think this is going to be worth?
Sure. Are you attempting to do that with your tools?
Archaeologist tools and guidance, and I'll go slow. I'm not in a hurry. Is that acceptable?
Yes. Go ahead.
Dope.
Ooh, I said that to GM. My bad.
That's all right. That's a natural 20.
Oh yeah.
So
No! Yes!
And a 4, and a max. Max, absolute max.
I really wish these were cooler to give you more on this, but you'll get to find out all the cool stuff anyway. So this is a crafted pair. These are both +1 sabers, and they function
Holy shit.
just like a scimitar.
Maybe I
That's
should
what it is.
dual wield these.
So they're both +1 scimitar, effectively scimitars, but they're made as a set, and so you get to use your ability modifier even if you don't have the dual wielding feat. When dual
Wait,
wielding
when you
them.
say ability modifier, you mean strength or dex?
Yes. So typically you
Gotcha.
wouldn't get to use that if using a bonus action to make that attack unless you have the, I think it's the dual wielding or 2-weapon fighting, whatever it is. You need a special feat to do that. These are made so that you do not need that feat. In
That's
addition,
nice. So whack, 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 and strength or dex to the attack?
Yep.
That's kind of baller. Maybe we should...
In addition, they also have a hidden compartment in each of the handles, and each of them can hold up to 3 doses of poison. So you do not have to apply poison to each strike. It will apply naturally on the strike for up to 3 consecutive strikes.
That's kind of insane.
Yes, these are very nice weapons.
Holy shit. Well, at least we're in a good negotiating position. Do we have anyone that could use these effectively? Because, like, Ari could, but it would also kind of make him less tanky.
I mean, theoretically, any of you could use these, and they'd be useful.
I mean, they're a
So
martial weapon,
also
though, right?
could
So you'd need
if you wanted.
proficiency with martial weapons, which I assume no one else has.
The ranger.
The ranger does. Sorry,
I mean,
there's just be 2 of us.
Zarn also technically does.
Yeah.
Wait, do we want
I
Zarn to just
mean-
fuck bitches up?
I think he's doing it already, but yeah, why not?
But like, we gave him a +1 dagger. What if we gave him dual wield +1 scimitars? Like, those like 9 damage crits would have been like 40 damage.
I have
What I'm hearing is we're just giving him an upgrade.
What was that, Zannah?
I have proficiency with scimitar.
Ooh,
Really?
Ooh.
Nice.
that also.
We could also get a ass-kicking druid. Papa.
She probably doesn't want to be fighting in melee, not with a moon form. That's
I
that's
mean, fair.
I
probably
mean, that's up to
that,
her.
that probably means a lot of things have gone wrong.
That's up to her, though.
I mean, right now I don't
Okay.
have really anything I can do at short distance. I have a quarterstaff, but that's 1d6.
These are also 1d6, but they're just +1.
Oh,
Well, 1d6 +1 times 2 is pretty solid.
That's true. You'd have to use your bonus action, but they do facilitate dual wielding quite well.
do
But
you have to have an ability for dual wielding?
Nope. These
No.
kind of
No,
come
so
with
those-
it baked
these ones
in.
are special.
it's
Yeah.
strength or dex though. If you haven't pumped that, you're not going to hit well with it.
Oh, never
Yeah.
mind. Not
I
for the
did-
druid.
I legitimately thought about building a Dexodin. I didn't, but I thought it would be kind of fun.
So what do we think these are worth?
I mean, 2
Uh,
+1 swords is kind
ba-
of insane.
Yeah, based on that, you're probably betting that you could get around 2,000 to 2,500 to the right buyer. But probably.
Is that each or for one?
No, for the pair.
Okay.
But for an average buyer, probably around 15 to 1800 is going to be more realistic.
Does she have platinums?
Natural 20s get you a lot of information.
Yeah.
All right.
Dig it.
Let's see what she's willing to offer. That is the full plate set of armor, or
Well, we already
+1.
I was gonna say we already paid for that, so.
But that is the equivalent. That's what it'll cost to
You
make
know,
that
you know what I think I should buy actually? I think at this rate I need adamantine armor.
Okay.
Because honestly, if I have an AC of 20, 21, and the crits don't do crit damage, I will literally never die.
So yeah, let's see what she's willing to offer. I think I would much rather have a stack of money than a set of swords that are somewhat irrelevant to us.
And that might get us jumped by strangers.
Yeah. So what is she willing to offer?
Yeah, as you guys kind of discussing, and Elias kind of looked over these, she looks back a little bit downtrodden. Well, I can see that you all do understand a bit more of their value. To be honest, I probably do not have the capacity to purchase some of those for what they're worth, and I can tell that you all have a better understanding of that now.
You were trying to rip us off.
Welcome to Skullport.
Of course, we're in Skullport. Come on.
She kind of gives you a smile. Though if you are looking to get a better price for them, I could facilitate a buyer from within the drow. They would be the ones most likely to give you the full price for them. But it would have to be discreet, and that would require a bit of a finder's fee. Would you be willing to accept 10% of the price I could get?
Yes.
Wonderful. Will you be around for the next day or so?
For
If
you,
we're
I
not
think we can
something
swing it.
terrible has happened.
What'd you say, Ari?
I said for you, I think we can swing it.
Well, then I will find you as soon as I've found a buyer.
Excellent.
Until then, feel free to enjoy one of the taverns. Though, again, I would stick away from the dragon and the flagon and the dragon, and try to keep the sabers from being seen out in the open.
Yeah, are you
We'll
busy?
tuck them deep down into a pack.
Oh,
Did you even
well,
get her name?
Oh, my name? It's Ulvira. Ulvira Snowveins.
Snowveins.
And as far as if I'm busy, I was going to go out and find a buyer. Did you have something else in mind?
Well, we're about to go get a drink to celebrate not dying today. Might as well join us for that first.
I suppose I could go for a drink first. You are quite the interesting lot. Did you have a tavern in mind?
Oh, we're just gonna go to the one next door.
Why don't we go next door? Yeah.
You seem to have a crush on the owner anyway.
Trust me, my friend, anyone who looks at Q is very quickly entrapped.
I've never thought I had one particular type, so we'll see.
Well, let's just say that she makes your own tiefling companion pale in comparison, and that's saying quite a bit as she looks over at Valcrie with an impressed look.
Thank you.
Ari enjoys being surrounded by hot tieflings. This is not a bad life for a pseudo atheist paladin. This is about as good as it gets.
I mean, you guys said you wanted boobs. Well, here you are. You're getting boobs.
We're thriving. They're great the first 5 minutes and only get better from there.
Oh, God.
Joe, that might have been the most iconic quote of a lifetime. Like, I don't know if you'll top that.
Hey, you gotta peak somewhere.
Yeah, I think you peaked tonight, and it's all downhill from here.
It was a good life.
Alright, to the tavern.
Alright, and you all make your way across the alley over to the tavern next door. And as you open up the doorway, you can see inside a group of goblinoids as well as some humanoids. And one bugbear is preparing to fight one of the humanoid thugs. And they're in kind of a small little skirmish, to say the least, over in the corner, and are being cheered on by some of the goblinoids. And at another table, you can see a group of these half-rat, half-human creatures surrounding a table. And then in one back corner, you do see a drow situated at the table. And you can hear commotion coming from around the corner where the bar seems to be.
How old does our half-elf friend who was thinking about ripping us off look?
Make me a perception check. It is extremely hard to tell. At first glance, she seems pretty old, but as you're around her more and more, there is a youth about her that makes it very difficult to get a full reading on her exact age. And so you're not sure if the initial look is due to her actual age or just due to the conditions down here.
Hang on 1 second. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm gonna ask her. Really, that shouldn't have even been a save. That should have just been a check. But I'm gonna ask her.
Really, you know you should never ask a lady her age.
Well, I mean, I've a few half-elves. There really aren't that many on the surface out and about. And, honestly, I'm just really curious about, you know, how you all age, because, I mean, well, where else will I get to see that kind of thing?
Dear
Roll me a
Ari, your food is
persuasion.
getting wet from putting it so far into your mouth, sir.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Hey man, Ari's like 19. I don't know what you want from him.
She smiles at you and kind of draws a hand across your face as she begins to walk in. Well, I guess it will continue to be a mystery, and makes her way inside.
I like her.
We're not making progress on is she entirely too old for Ari, though.
So where's the bar?
It's over in the back corner. Where
At this
we're
point,
headed.
I think it's funny. I would like to guide myself and see if I can figure out how old she is.
Wait, where was this help when I was trying?
No.
Valcrie, as you come
I
around
believe
the
it's called
side,
Brother Elias
Ari.
will not forget this betrayal.
Valcrie,
I was
as
going to pass it off to you quietly, sir.
Valcrie, as you come around the side to get a view of the bar,
Oh, it's a mommy.
you see a red-skinned tiefling in a very revealing dark burgundy dress with gold trim. Her curly black hair just expands out the back of her head with long red horns curling over the top of her head, golden earrings dangling down, jet black lipstick, and pure white eyes as she hands out drink after drink to these customers. And in the corner, you can see a small blackened hound that sits softly panting with this red glow, almost like embers coming from its chest. And as she looks over in your direction as you come in with Elvira, well, if you two aren't the most gorgeous things I've seen walk in here. Elvira, always nice to see you, but who is that lovely thing you have on your arm? And she
The
comes
name
up.
I've been using around here is Valcrie.
Well, Miss Valcrie, it is wonderful to see another gorgeous tiefling here. You can call me Q.
Likewise.
What can I get you, sugar?
Whatever's on tap.
I'll fix you up something special. And she moves back over and begins to mix a drink off to the side.
And she's just gonna look straight at Ari and wink. As a tiefling know what to do.
And are you all making it in towards this,
Yep.
did you ever send the check, Joe?
Nope. Can I do
Oh
it?
yeah. Also,
Yes.
Okay.
I feel like I need to set Zannah down somewhere. Just maybe in
Zella?
a chair somewhere. Zella, sorry. In my defense, why the fuck did you guys name your characters so similarly?
I
Like-
feel that.
Whomst decided this? Was it to punish Austin for killing your other character? Because I get that, but it punished me too.
Feel my pain.
Am I still a wolf right now?
Yes, you are. But
Can
no
I
one,
cautiously
no one has said
study that
anything.
dog?
Are you going into the bar?
I guess I'm gonna just kind of casually follow Valkyrie as I've been doing so far.
Yeah. As you follow her in, no one says
Okay,
anything.
right
You don't
here.
even get a second glance. But you can go ahead
Good.
and if you want to make me a nature or arcana check, you can.
Nice. My computer, hang on, sorry.
You could. Elias, you're
Zannah's my wolf companion.
Elias, you're
I
not
love
able
it.
to determine her age either. Looking over her, it is extremely difficult to pin down. At some point, she looks like she is 60 years old. At some point, she looks like she's 25. And you can't even understand how that makes sense, but somehow this woman just has this youth despite the wear and
And-
tear on her, either
and-
from the environment
and-
or from age.
In Elias's defense, a half elf between 25 and 60 is like telling the difference between a human and 25 and 30. Like,
No.
not-
Okay, 25 and 30 is not true. Like, half elves aren't that different. Half elves live to maybe 150, so it's
I
like
thought
a
it was like
50%.
200. I'm pretty sure it's like 200.
Even if it's 200, that's still what? Instead of 30 years, it's 15 years rather
Yeah,
than
it's
5.
Super young.
I mean, but like, think about someone you know that looks like young at 35 versus someone you know that's like balding at 22. Like, it could be tough. Like, it can be really tough to read middle-aged people.
Yeah. No, I mean that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, she is somewhere in that middle age, but whether it's on the top end or the bottom end, you have no idea.
We're just,
Yes.
you know,
Arcana or nature.
we just want to make sure she's not like 100 because then it would be kind of weird. You know what I'm saying?
No, it
That's
seems
not
like
that
she is
weird.
under 100, but how far under 100?
Oh.
You don't know.
What? Wait, what?
Yeah,
So
I was screwed either way.
yeah, Zannah, you definitely have no idea what this is, but you are fascinated by it because this hound seems to be almost breathing out embers, and there is small smoke coming up from its nostrils. It seems like it has a fire burning inside of it, and its eyes are just blazing red and orange.
So yeah, I want to study
Actually-
this as intensely as Valkyrie studied grass.
Yeah, so actually, the side note, can Valkyrie maybe help her? Because I got a feeling maybe Valkyrie is a-
Valcrie, you
maybe
know what this
possibly
is.
familiar? Yeah, so she's gonna
You
tell
absolutely know what this is.
her all about it.
Unfortunately, Zannah is still a wolf, and you don't know that she's studying it.
Valkyrie
here,
can
can I,
talk to Zannah, like, telepathically all
I
the time.
Can, are you?
Here. So real talk, does Zannah cock her head? Because if she does, Valcrie will be like, let me tell you about this puppo right there.
All right, yeah.
You know.
I'll let that fly. Yeah, it definitely does the. She definitely does the cute puppy head tilt. And you kind of you watch its eyes, and you kind of fill her in that these are known as hellhounds, and they are monstrous. And this dog is this hound is almost as tall and as large as Zannah is in her direwolf form. But this is a monstrous fire-breathing fiend that takes the form of powerful dogs and are often found on battlefields throughout the Hells and the lower planes.
Sorry, just to clarify, half-elves often, according to PHP, which obviously you can change for your world, but the default is often exceeding 180 years.
Okay.
Just saying. Yeah. It's a very long.
They're usually around 150 to 200.
Yeah.
But yes, Valcrie, you're able to fill this in and kind of talk stories about how you've seen them, kind of down in the Hells before.
Cool. Yeah, she'll just kind of describe it all in the head.
Unfortunately,
while she's pleasantly waiting for her drink.
Unfortunately for Zannah, this is considered a fiend and not a beast.
Retweet if you cry every time.
So they're not going to try and make half hellhounds tonight?
Dude, I just wanted to be able to transform into it.
Actually, I'm pretty sure.
How much are drinks and what options do they have here?
Yeah. So, Valcrie, as you kind of have taken kind of a spot next to Elvira, this tiefling brings you back a very tall glass that is just this orange red with small wisps of smoke coming off of the top and these small black rocks that are garnished around the rim, and she sets it in front of you. And seeing Ari come up, what can I get for you? You're a nice slice of man. What's your poison? You know what? Don't even say anything. I've got just the thing. And she turns away without you even being able to respond and begins going to work.
Okay. Okay. When she returns, how far away is what's the half elf's name again? I'm sorry, I cannot remember names for the life of me, even of real people. So like fictional people are even more of a struggle.
Yeah. Her name is Ulvira.
Is that written somewhere?
You should be able to see it on her token now, but it's Ulvira Snowveins.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, cool.
Close.
Sorry, I just have like the smoothest brain ever, and I spend several hours a day polishing it, so it's very hard for me to remember things.
I feel you.
Okay. So when BDSM mommy comes back, because that's her name now. Sorry if you didn't like that. BDSM mommy bartender, when she comes back, I will. What's the like going price of drinks like for a standard location like this? Like what would be the most expectable?
It depends vastly on the drink. Are you wanting something on the low, middle, or high end?
What does it look like she's making me? I feel like I have a very intimate knowledge of alcohol, so like...
You have a very intimate knowledge of alcohol? You don't recognize anything on the shelf.
Interesting. Well, that's a bummer. Okay. Hear me out. Context clues. I know where they keep good shit and bad shit. Is she putting good shit in my thing she's making or bad stuff? Like, you know how they're like typically organized.
Yeah, give me an insight check.
Ari knows his booze. He
She-
is very familiar with the bar.
Yeah, you know that high shelf is high shelf and low shelf is
Yeah.
low shelf. All of the things she put in Valcrie's drink were high shelf items. About a quarter of the things she's putting in yours are mid to high level.
So the going price for those, are we talking in terms of copper, silver?
Probably silver
Drinks,
still.
drinks,
yeah.
drinks for gold seem.
Probably
Drinks for
five
gold.
to 8 silver for most of the like middle tier drinks is fairly common in a lot of bars.
Okay. And gold's 10 silver, right?
Yep.
I can remember quick maths. Okay. When she gets back, I will hand her two gold and ask her what she knows about Elvira as I slide those to her.
As she has the drink in her hand and another one that she's working on, she's like, "Sorry, my hands are full," and she sticks her chest out towards you. And you can see other coins that are stuck into her bustier.
Bosom.
I love this place. I love this place so much.
You can't do this to me, Austin.
Put it in the boob pocket.
I will put the coins in the boob pocket.
She smiles and gives you a wink and spins around the drink, leaving it in front of you.
That still doesn't tell me anything about Elvira, but we'll take it, I guess. Alright, how's my booze?
Surprisingly, it is much better than you had even anticipated. You can only imagine what Valkyrie's must taste like, but yours is one of the best drinks you've ever had. And it is almost nostalgic in a way. There is almost a bit of kind of sweet and salt that kind of gives you this homey feeling, but also reminds you of the sea. And yet it is still so smooth, and there is just this greenish blue color to it that just reminds you of the deepest, gorgeous locks in the back channels that you have been to.
Okay. Am I drunk? How much booze is in this booze?
Are you down in the whole thing right away?
I mean, not like aggressively, but Ari does not drink slowly, if you know what I mean. Like it's not like I'm intentionally chugging it, but like Ari probably drinks when he's hanging out faster than I, like Andrew, would drink trying to chug. You know what I'm saying?
Roll me a Constitution save. It hits you, and you can feel it in your head and in your stomach, but you're not drunk. You got a bit of a buzz already from one drink, but
oh, that's the ideal.
yeah, exactly. Like this drinking it, even how you drink it, it puts you right at the perfect spot right away.
Ooh, oh, we stand. All right, Buzzed Ari is gonna figure out all of the things.
God.
Maybe.
Yes.
All right. So what's the bartender doing, and what's Elvira doing?
Elvira is sitting there and taking a sip of a drink, maybe casually chatting with Valcrie and what looks to be a human sailor on the other side, kind of back and forth. And the bartender is making drinks, passing them out as people come up to ask for them.
Oh, we stand human sailors. What's our human sailor doing?
He is sitting there, all eyes on the bartender, Quietude. He's
As
kind
one
of
does.
sitting back, his kind of coat over the chair with his arms back and one hand on his mug, and just taking her in the entire time, listening to Elvira every now and then, and the other man on the opposite side of him, but his eyes never leave her. And also, in the meantime, Elias, do you still have the sabers?
I have tucked them far down into everything. They are not out.
Gotcha. Noted. Thank you.
Mort.
Mort. Elias is the galaxy brain of the party.
It makes a lot of sense.
I mean, someone has to do it, and it sure ain't me. I mean, you know, we're not like full horny bard style paladin, but you know, we're-
I will attempt to eavesdrop the best I can.
I would like to ask this human sailor how he ended up in Skullport.
Sailor.
Sailor, as it were, like mano a mano, but sailor-y sailor.
I'm sorry, do you not see the get up? Can you not tell that I'm a sailor? I got here by the water, the frickin' river. How'd you get here? Did you walk?
I did walk. Where does the water go?
Oh, who is this guy? And he kind of elbows the other man next to him. The water is the river. The river heads out to the sea, and the sea goes to the city. Haven't you ever heard the legends of Skullport?
Sure, I heard the legends. That doesn't mean I thought they were real. I mean, you hear all kinds of legends when you're a child.
Well, I'm about to blow your mind. Mermaids are real too.
Yeah, but don't they try to, like, kill you?
That depends on the mermaid. He kind of has a laugh with the man next to him as he takes another swig and turns back around to look at the bartender.
Well, as part of the small talk,
Okay.
Valcrie will ask Ulvira about where she could perhaps find some silver powder. You know, some
Why
of
would
that,
you need silver powder?
just
We
in a
have a
general
whole
store.
sock of silver.
Not same.
For punishing enemies that would be resistant to other types of damage.
Fine. When you want to ground that up for me, you can do that. But for now, I am small talking with the pretty lady and pretending to drink that I got for free.
Pretending to drink.
Remember, Valcrie doesn't drink, so she's really just kind of like
Wait,
looking
why
the
doesn't
part right
Valcrie
now.
drink?
Oh my God, where were you in the first episode?
Do you know how long that's
Anyway.
been, or how bad my
Anyway.
ADD is?
Anyway, Valcrie's not talking to you right now. We can talk after.
Yeah.
Wow. All right.
You were asking Ulvira about silver powder
Yes,
and
just
what
like
else?
general shopping, like a general store, like what might have,
General store?
like something that might have like oil or something flammable, like fire starters. Like just what kind of shopping is there around here, really? Or even like a trade depot where she can trade for something.
Well, there's quite a few places around that you can try and barter a few things. Thimblewine is a cheery rock there's a cheery rock gnome named Crystalline that runs the Thimblewine pawn shop. Poor Thimblewine died a few years back, and Crystalline took it over. They buy reusable goods from visitors and often have a few things on stock. If you're looking for a general goods store, that's probably about the best you're going to get down here. There's a distillery if you're looking for a bit of booze to purchase outside of a bar. Let's see. There used to be a place known as the Sea Chest. It sold all sorts of chests, strong boxes, and other containers. Basically a mystery box shop where you got to buy the chest and figured out what was inside of it afterwards. But the doors have been closed on that for a couple weeks now. Outside of that, there's the Dark Harvest Market, where some Duragar sell some food locally harvested within Khyber. Let's see, there's the Foundry, if you need. They might have some silver powder there. I don't think they do much silver, mostly steel. Let's see, and then I guess there's Sargauth's Bounty. A pair of dwarven brothers sell junk that they've salvaged from the river. They could have some fire starters, something similar that they may have found from some of the wreckage of some of the ships. Again, not everyone makes it into Skullport in one piece. And at that,
And then
the tiefling woman is suddenly in front of you. You didn't hear her approach, but she's there looking at you, and her eyes just kind of glance over yours. If you're looking for some silver powder, make sure to check out the Nightshade's Caress. You'll find it on the upper levels of Western Skullport.
Nightshade's Caress. You said upper levels where?
The upper levels on the west side.
Thank you.
And once you've got some, I think you should come back and see me.
I had a feeling.
And with a bit of a smile, she goes back to making drinks. And with that, that's where we're actually going to wrap up this evening, and where we'll pick up next week. So we will pick up with our adventurers making their way through Skullport and trying to get the lay of the land and find some materials. So please,
we'll get the lay of the land, all right.
Tune back in next Thursday to see if Ari is ever able to get with one of the hot denizens of Skullport.
Able to lay the land.
We'll see you then.